Welcome to another episode of Never Been Wrong podcast. You got me, Eric King, and my co-host, Mike Ross. We all hosts. And my boy Jamal. Do it all, Jamal. You heard?
What's going on?
What's going on with everybody out there in the world, in the free world?
Everything all good.
Doing good.
Everything all good.
Watching a little football. Today we'll be talking about Fumbled. This new thing's going around, and I'm seeing a lot of people talking about you got fumbled. Did you get fumbled or did you get spiked? But before we get into that,
Or thrown
uh,
away.
or thrown away, intentional grounding, thrown away. Before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the football weekend that we've seen so far.
Well, my Niners
Oh,
got
Jamal, what happened? He must can't hear.
my Niners got beat to hell.
Well, anyway, I'll start by saying I'm glad the Niners got what they had coming to them. Already Red hit me up talking trash too, Mike. Talking about he said he said something about what time the Cowboys play this weekend. Something like that. I said okay. I'll be watching y'all though. I'll be watching. So he said so you just gonna root for us to lose instead of I was like yeah I want y'all dead because y'all wonder y'all Niners fans or Dallas Cowboy haters. I don't
I
want
don't
you
think.
niggas talking about y'all got more rings than us.
Yeah, yeah,
this, been go, this been going on between us since we was kids. Who
yeah,
gonna be the
yeah,
next
yeah,
to get
yeah.
the ring?
Yeah, they got the hell
No,
beat
no,
out of
no, my
them.
boy.
They got the hell beat out of them.
Now I can't hear Mike. Mark, man, I'm tired of streaming
Yeah,
y'all. Mike, I can't hear you. I'm tired of streaming y'all, bro. This shit. I was watching our last show and it was stupid because I was talking over people, not knowing that I couldn't hear motherfuckers. But I was telling Mike how glad I was to see the Niners go down. Maul. I celebrated.
man.
I celebrated in their demise.
yeah, I bet.
Still can't hear you.
Yeah, you still
Yeah,
can hear
can
him?
you hear me?
This shit dumb.
I can hear him. I can hear everybody.
It's all of a sudden I can't hear a motherfucker.
Mike, can you hear everybody?
Yeah, I can hear everybody. The Texans moved on. I mean, got beat. Patriots gonna go to the Super Bowl because Denver ain't got their whole
Yeah.
team.
Yeah,
Mike,
I seen that. Denver lost their quarterback.
I'm gonna move you
Yeah.
from the stage, Mike, because I can't hear you. We gotta get this right. That shit
All
is
right.
stupid. Golly,
What's wrong?
StreamYard.
Can
StreamYard,
you
we
hear me?
paying y'all.
Can you hear me?
Still can't hear. I can hear them all clear, but I can't hear nothing Mike saying.
I learn a lot from every film role, but some things stay with me more than
The fuck is
others.
wrong with this shit, man?
I don't understand. We gotta pay to have this type of shit going on. It's crazy.
No, because there's so much we want to do.
Goofy ass shit,
Acting
bro.
relationships may help reduce the risk of
But
dementia
yeah,
conditions like
glad to see the Niners go down.
and for a cognitive assessment.
Y'all feel bad for their
Can you
fans,
hear me?
though. They should have knew that day was coming.
This shit is stupid as hell. Why is his mic's not muted? There's no reason for that shit to be acting like that. Zero reason.
Can you hear me?
Ain't no volume issues.
Can you hear me?
God damn, bro.
Yeah, I can.
I know I can hear all y'all. How Eric can't hit me? Hear me? It's something on his end there.
Now I can't hear nothing nobody said, even myself. You might
What the
start
fuck
this
is
shit.
you over here doing? What this nigga be doing?
Nigga said I can't even hear myself. That's crazy.
I don't know what he be doing. What you think?
Yeah,
What do you think of that catch? That interception catch, whatever it was,
For just $25.
to my last night.
between the Bills and the Broncos.
Man, that's. I mean, the law of the book, you got to come through with that catch all the way through the ground.
I think he did, but dude snatched it.
I mean, okay, so If he knocked the ball out, what would it have been?
No, but he didn't knock the ball out.
No, I'm just
Brent,
giving you a scenario though. If he knocked
right?
the ball out of his hands instead of catching it,
I
it'd have
got
been an
you.
incomplete pass.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is he didn't knock the ball out. He had control of the ball. His knee hit the ground. That is supposed to be down by contact. They roll over, and you can see the Denver guy has hands on the ball. And towards the end, when they rolling over, you can see him yank the ball from Cooks. Now, yanking the ball don't mean that. I mean, when he yanks the ball, that symbolizes that Cook still had possession of the ball because dude hands was on the ball, and the tie goes to the receiver.
No, that's. I mean, I understand if the knee was down, and yeah, you know what I'm saying, he was down. But just to going through the catch like that, nah, you gotta have complete control, brother.
This is what
And if I'm
amazes me.
tussling
Hold on,
with you with
this
the
is
ball,
what
you don't have
amazes
to.
me.
And if
This
I'm
is what
tussling with
amazes
you with
me.
the ball, you don't have complete control if I'm
This is
tussling
what
with you.
amazes me. That you seen the man catch the ball, and then the defender come and he puts his hands on the ball. His knee comes down. They both got hands on the ball. Now it's down by contact. They roll over, and you see the defender at the end snatch the ball away. He wouldn't need to snatch the ball away if Brandon Cooks didn't have the ball.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I agree with you as far as the knee down. But after that, that catch itself, yeah,
So
that's
he's down by
interception.
contact. He's being contacted.
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying after all that, if people are acting, you know what I'm saying, arguing about if he made the catch or if he didn't make the catch. I'm not arguing about the knee down. The knee was down. But just the catch itself, that's interception.
Man, this is crazy how y'all think, man. It really is. If he catches the ball and his knee is down,
Yeah.
he's down by contact, or it wouldn't be any
Right. I
controversy.
said I agree
Hold
with you
on.
with that.
So if you agree, it's no controversy. They called the wrong play. It's not an interception. It can't be. It's called down by contact. So if you down by contact, can I make you fumble the ball? And they was like, "Oh, he didn't hold on to the ball. It's a fumble." And you already down by contact. The Bills are arguing he was down by contact, but yet and still y'all let him pull the ball away from my guy. It's not an interception. It's a catch. The man pulled the ball. He yanks the ball away, as we see in the what's the name. It ain't like he rolled over and he didn't have to snatch anything, and he just had the ball. Like he rolled over and the ball was in him. Then it would be an interception, and he'd be down by contact. He snatches the ball away, as we see on the slow motion, and they can see the yank because this is a yank. They act like they can't see the man doing this. He's yanking the ball away. I don't understand how they said it's not down by contact. That's why you need smart people with common sense in these replay booths. You need smart people with common sense in the world, because we seen the evidence and we sitting up there saying, "Damn, that's an interception." No, it was a catch. Brandon Cooks caught the ball. They go into the ground, and then they said, "Oh, I don't know if he has firm control." It's like, man, we see the man hands on the ball. It's just like the Dez Bryant catch. We see Dez Bryant catch the ball, switch hands, and then reach the ball out, and they said it's not control. It's like, are you crazy? I don't know. I don't know what y'all be watching. I don't know what y'all be seeing. Y'all eyes, y'all see it. The rules is there, and they still got the call wrong. It's like at this point, shit, man, do rules and calls and shit, do it matter? Because we watched the Miami and what was that? Ole Miss game, and people saying, yeah, they agree with the no call, and the nigga held him for 10 yards. It's pass interference. We don't care if it's the last play. It's pass interference. Pass interference is pass interference.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all talking about that Broncos game?
Yeah.
So that was a pass interference for sure.
No. I didn't say it was a pass interference. I said what happened was Brandon Cooks caught that ball. We can see on the replay his knee touched the ground. He's being contacted by a Broncos defender. They roll over. The Broncos player snatches the ball away, and they said it's an interception. He's down by contact.
This is the only thing. Don't he got to have possession for it to be down?
He had possession. His knee was down, and he had possession.
But he can't have possession if the other guy got his hands on the ball.
If I catch the ball, and I'm tucking the ball, and you come in, and you put your hands on the ball, I already had possession of the ball.
I don't know.
Ty goes to the receiver anyway. His
I didn't
knee
know.
hits the ground, and then the guy snatches the ball away from him. That is a catch. That is not an interception. The league got it wrong. And if your eyes don't work, if you call it anything else,
I don't know the rules.
It's that simple. It's
I
that
don't know
simple.
I don't know the rules to the T, but it do seem like they was trying to get that game over in overtime. Like
Eric,
Drop it.
yeah, it affected the 49ers. Because if the 49ers would have started on time like we were supposed to, we would still be in the game. You got these guys sitting up there
Yo.
waiting like you got to wait for that other goddamn game to start. No, in no other time do they wait till the goddamn game to start. Start the goddamn game when it was supposed to.
No, that ain't what happened to the 49ers.
No, they got punked. They got punked. Eric, they got punked.
Hey, cause no cap. I fell asleep during the Niner game. I just woke up and they was getting blasted. I didn't really see the game.
Eric,
I'm
they
like,
got punked.
oh, they got out physical.
Man, listen, that offensive line. If Kyle Shanahan, everybody keep telling me Kyle Shanahan's a great coach. If this great coach, seeing how fucking terrible his offensive line is, and if he don't listen for 3 years straight, they've been telling this nigga to redo his offensive line. He don't want to do it, so he keeps getting in the playoffs, and you gonna meet that team that got more physicality than you, and they always punk Kyle Shanahan teams. We seen Kansas City do it on that last play, ran free on Brock Purdy, punking him. All right, damn.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the main thing if y'all want.
So we gonna go to the main topic at hand is this: somebody fumble me or you fumble me. This is going around. And I'm seeing a lot of this. So what we want to get clear on here is what's the definition of actually somebody fumbling you? Did they fumble you or did they throw you away? How do you know if you've been fumbled?
I'll say it like this, Eric.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the guy who's a chef and he got that pretty wife?
Not offhand.
Is you familiar with that, Jamal? It's on social media. If y'all on social media, y'all been hearing about the guy. He's a chef. He got a real pretty wife. They call the Scots.
Yeah, I heard about this. Was Kevin Gates talking about it?
Yeah, the Scots.
I think I heard something, a little something. I might have heard a little something.
Okay.
I seen a little something, yeah.
To me, that would be a fumble because she did everything he wanted. She did nothing that he didn't want, and he still went out and what's name. So that's a fumble. She got fumbled.
Yeah.
Now, if they didn't have that understanding, I would say that's a fumble. But a lot of girls, I'll say this: if a woman is doing what she's supposed to be doing, everything she's supposed to be doing, and you go and how should I put this? Not live up to whatever y'all agree to. If you agree that you can see other women, then you ain't fumbler. But if y'all in a monogamous relationship and she's doing everything she's supposed to, I think that's a fumble. But if you causing me problems and you raising hell and you step out, I don't think that's a fumble. I think that's you getting thrown away.
What you think, Ma?
Again, throwing away is like you ain't doing nothing that you're supposed to do as a significant other. And it's time for you to go. Fumble is when, I don't know, you just doing dumb shit, man, male or female. And inside the relationship, your dumbness got you breaking up. So that's when you fumble somebody. You didn't take it serious enough.
Okay. To add to that, yeah, I think like when somebody fumbled you, you did what you were supposed to be doing. You was good to that person, and they took it for granted. They betrayed you. They did all type of wild shit, and they lost a good person. That's fumbling somebody. But you can't. And most of the time, in a situation where somebody fumbles somebody, you see that other person trying to keep getting them back. You know what I mean? They putting in extra effort to try to rectify the situation. Now, but a lot of you people, y'all going to social media and acting like you got fumbled, and really you didn't get fumbled. That person couldn't wait to get away from you, and they ain't trying to get back with you. They didn't fumble you. They didn't lose you. You was too much to deal with, and they was glad to get rid of you. So don't fool yourself into saying because it's a popular saying and it's a popular thing. They're like, oh, that person fumbled me. No, that person over there sleeping good at night.
Well, Eric, you got to ask the person who's saying somebody fumbled them. You got to ask them what did they contribute to the dissolution of the relationship. And if they can't tell you what they did, then 9 out of 10 they probably lying and don't want to admit what they did because it take two to tangle.
Yeah,
And but sometimes it's like what Jamal said: if the man is doing some stupid shit or the woman is doing some stupid shit, you can fumble a good person, a
for
person in your
sure.
corner, a girl always accusing you of doing something you ain't doing. Nothing. You be like, you know what? This ain't for me. I don't want to keep going through all these accusations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you alone. And then when you see that he was who he said he was, you mad because you fumbled the good man. And
Hmm.
the same thing, vice versa. So like Jamal said, it's both of the individuals. If you're just doing a bunch of dumb shit and the person is tired of you and you fumble them, that's a fumble. Fumble.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Now
So
throwing them away is when you just like fuck it, I'm just gonna throw this. I'm throwing her back to the street. I'm throwing her back to the sideline.
throwing away is like, listen, man, I don't want to even deal with this no more.
Yeah,
Whoever gets you, because best believe if a man, most men I know, if they leave and they just throw in the towel, a man will cheat fast. But to throw in the towel and just be like, I'm done with the whole thing. I don't care what shorty do. You that take a lot. That take a lot. Especially if
And
you
I,
didn't commit it to like on some marriage shit. Y'all living together. A man don't just be doing shit like that. I don't think so. Most men ain't just doing shit like that if he ain't in it for the long haul. Now shit happens in a relationship, disagreements, bullshit happens, that we supposed to get over. But for a man to be just tired of that woman, be like, listen, I don't care what she do. It's over with. I'm out of here. She could go do whatever the hell she want. I ain't checking for her no more. I ain't she can, you know, that's getting your ass thrown away right there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
getting
let
that's
me ask this question then. Can you throw them away and say, okay, let me put her back on the sideline so she can see what she missing. And if she get it right, she can come back. Can you do that?
you can. You
yeah, you
can.
can.
Because sometimes they need to see what's in the streets.
Okay, now, so to me, then spiking their ass is just fucking them and then leaving them. That's a spiking.
That's just why.
Yeah, I spiked their motherfucking ass. Fuck that hoe and left.
Or you already knew it was a lot to come with her anyway, but you just wanted the skins.
Yeah, yeah.
You
you
just
are
wanted,
you already done put it in your mind like it's a lot. Shorty got a lot going on. She got 4, 5 kids, different niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just
so
a whole bunch.
let me ask this then. If she got 4, 5 kids, why is she even a prospect?
Because this is why some women can have multiple kids and still be a hell of a motherfucker, man. It's it's
Yeah, but
it's
if you say if she was in a marriage or a long time relationship and she got kids by the if you said she got 4, 5 kids and she got 3, 4 baby daddies, why is that even a prospect? I'm just asking.
it's this girl I know and like her a lot. She's a cool motherfucker, man. We vibes out on the phone. We talk a lot. And she got mad at me because Jack Funny posted something. He was like, 3 kids. If 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies is just downright irresponsible. And she got upset with me for saying that. But I was just letting her know that don't apply to her to me, even though it's an irresponsible situation. But I was letting her know that don't apply to you because I feel like not only okay, she got 3 kids by 3 different niggas, right? But she don't deflect. She takes care of her responsibility. She don't blame nobody else for nothing that's going on with her. She don't look at niggas and she hate all niggas. She's not a burden to a nigga. She still is a good woman in my opinion. So if sometimes in certain cases a person could have but it's the ones that got all those kids, Mike, by different niggas and still want to come with the attitude, the long list of shit that you think a nigga's supposed to do
Yeah.
to nah.
No,
Shorty, you need to
I get what you're saying. So you saying she's still a good woman. So
yeah.
let's just say a woman has 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. Like, should we be prospect? Should that be a prospect? Should she be a prospect that's saying I want a long-term relationship with her?
They more. I'm gonna let
Hey,
you
that
answer that.
depends on the guy. That depends on the guy, man. Everybody's willing to deal with, different stuff. Some guys don't see that as a burden.
100% what Maul just said. It depends on the guy because I know some niggas that didn't took on women with multiple kids, and different baby daddies and all this, and they was happy to take on that and dealt with it. But you got other guys that's like, no, I ain't. She got too many kids, too many different niggas, and I got to deal with all that other shit that comes naturally with a relationship. I mean, let's just be honest. A relationship ain't always happiness. It's gonna be some disagreements. It's gonna be some shit. So you got to deal with that. Her, and you got to deal with the kids who 9 out of 10 they let the kids run wild.
Okay, let me just say this, so nobody can twist what I'm saying. I'm saying if a woman has multiple kids, multiple baby daddies. Now, if she got one or two, or even she was in a long-term relationship and they had 3 or 4 kids, and you find out this woman is a help to you and she's a good woman and you want to prospect that's totally fine. I'm talking about the ones that got 4 kids, 4 baby daddies, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, 7 kids, 6 baby daddies. I'm talking about them. Why are we even prospecting them? Because we can tell by her choices that she ain't, like, she can claim to be a good woman and she can show you this facade of a good woman, but we can just tell by her choices she's not a good woman.
I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, it depends on the individual. There's a lot of guys that you saying doing the same shit you talking about on the
But
female side.
Jamal, before you hit me
But
with,
I'm just saying,
it's a
dude,
lot of
guys
guys doing the same thing. Men biology, women biology, they 2 different things. The things men can do, women can't do, and we're gonna get off of that. We're not about to have this conversation about it. Some
No, I'm not
guys doing it.
comparing. I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying that's why they can link up. You asking me what kind of guys would look for these type of women, or why they still prospects? Because they're doing the same thing.
It's a guy. It's
Got
some guys.
3 kids by 3 different baby mamas. Even though it's cool for us to have it, but he ain't tripping on her doing having it. So she's still a prospect. I'm just trying to put the connection where who the guys is that's still hollering at these girls.
It's some guys that
They can't listen. We're not saying you can't holler at them and have some fun with them. I'm saying, why are they a prospect for you to be with long term?
That's what I'm telling you why. That's what I'm telling you why they're a prospect.
Eric, do you agree with that? Because I don't.
As for me, moving forward, that's an issue for me. Like, the woman got to be a hell of a woman to have multiple kids and me consider her being in a relationship with her. She got to be like a next level top tier.
Well, we're not just saying just multiple kids. We saying multiple kids and multiple baby daddies.
Right, that. Because what if the
I've seen a lot of marriages where the kids got to be blended in together because they got 2 different kids on both sides.
True, but what
what does that got to do with you prospecting?
I'm just saying these are still prospects. These are still prospects.
I got it. We got it. We understand, but you acting like the man and the woman can do the same thing. They can't.
I agree with that, Mike.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
So if you're not saying that, what is the logic by saying he's blending the family? We understand they're gonna blend families. I can have kids and I can have multiple baby mamas, right? So let's say I get with a woman who got 3 or 4 kids and only got 1 baby daddy, and they was in a relationship, right? That's not viewed the same as me going to get a girl who has 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies. Why am I even prospecting her?
That's kind of crazy, right?
I mean, it's crazy. I understand the 5, 6, 7. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That's way out.
Having 2 baby daddies or 3 baby daddies, some niggas will look past that, man. Definitely, we know some of these niggas
Jamal, listen,
daddy.
I tell Eric this. I tell Eric he do this. That's a truism. We understand that some niggas gonna look past it. I'm asking you, why is they even a prospect? Why should they even be a prospect? We can tell by their choices they're not good people. They're not. That's not a good woman. She makes bad choices.
Hey,
Like, I don't understand how we can't see that a woman who got 5 different baby daddies and 5 kids, we think she make good choices. How?
I'm gonna use the word
That's
irresponsible.
why I'm saying depends
If
what
you're
Mike,
irresponsible, you're
what Eric
making
was
bad
saying
choices. Don't
earlier.
try to clean this
It's
shit
no
up.
No,
good.
because what you
They made
saying,
that decision. But
you
afterwards, they
saying
make
they're
a good
bad
woman.
people. You saying they're bad people. I can't
Eric,
agree with that.
okay, if they not bad
Yeah.
people, let me ask you this. Well, why don't you go get you a girl that got 5 kids by 5 different men? If they
Because I
good
don't.
women.
Because
If
I
they
don't want
good
to.
people, nah, if
Can
they
I?
good people and good women, why won't you?
Can I answer for myself without you
Yes.
cutting in?
Yes.
Okay, Mike. For my personal reason, I don't want to deal with all that. But
Nigga, because you don't think she a good person or
no,
a
no, no,
good
no, no,
woman.
no. That don't mean she's not a good person, bro. It doesn't mean she's a good person because she make bad decisions. We all make bad decisions. We've all made irresponsible decisions,
Eric, so
right?
can you continuously make lifelong bad decisions and be considered a good decision maker or a good person? I just want to know.
Mike, separate the
Maybe
two.
okay. Let me
Separate the two.
let me
One you right
concede
on.
something. Let me
What?
concede something. Let me concede something. Let me concede something to your point. Let me say this. Let me not call her a bad person, but they
Thank
got
you. That's
bad
all I'm.
fucking judgment.
Thank you.
They make
Yeah,
what's the name? So let me concede that to you. Okay.
that's all I'm saying, bro.
Okay, I got
You
it.
right
Go
about
ahead,
the bad
Jamal.
decisions though. 100% you right about bad decisions.
I want to hear what Jamal got to say about the person that continues to make the same mistake over and over and over and over, and why we should prospect that as a man.
Be careful with the slippery bank, but you can still get.
I just told you, man. You got 4, 5, 6. That's crazy, man. So even 3 is crazy. So
So we
I
shouldn't
ain't
prospect
disagreeing
that,
with you,
right?
Excuse me.
huh?
We shouldn't prospect that woman, right?
Important information from
I mean, it is who you is. If that's your style, but no, you shouldn't be.
Not
No,
if you're
that's
trying
all
to
I'm
go.
saying.
Not if you're trying to go somewhere in life and you don't want your whole entire life to be about them. Because at the end of the day, you really just kind of like taking a back seat to yourself because she really ain't gonna never have much time for you. She gonna have little. She gonna have little time for you, and then you gonna have to kind of like take on them kids too.
So how does discipline work? Are you allowed to discipline these kids if they up under your stewardship in your household?
Nowadays, most of the times, you're not going to be able to discipline.
I'm asking you, if they're in your house under your stewardship, under your rules, are you going to be allowed to discipline these kids?
Most of the time, no. You should be able to, but you're not.
So if you're not going to be able to discipline these kids and they want you to provide, why provide for them if you can't discipline and you can't lead them nowhere? Why?
You cook. I don't disagree with that either. But which is why a lot of guys don't want to do that because like she
Oh,
got these
exactly. So
badass kids and I can't pop him like I can mine. I can't get him together like me and her gonna be arguing.
so
It's
Jamal,
called
what do you got to say about that issue?
Oh, yeah, it's a problem.
So again, so why would we prospect a woman and then you got to deal with the daddies of these people with 3, 4, 5?
man, we can't keep making bad choices with you now. But like I said, there are some women with multiple kids that they understand this, what you saying. Okay, if I bring a man in my life, if I'm choosing this to be my man, I gotta allow him to discipline my kids. Now I ain't saying let him beat the hell out of them and go crazy and do nothing too crazy, but I gotta be able to let him discipline. Some women understand this, and they understand what we talking to about the ones that don't understand this. You can't be sitting up there and having all these kids by all these different niggas and think you about to catch the nigga that you want. You about to you because he running from you.
Sometimes they get them, and these women is getting. Some of these guys got a lot of money they getting, and like what's the dude that played for the Cowboys who went to the Packers?
Michael Parsons,
No, the corner, the Diggs,
Trayvon
Diggs. He got a baby by a girl who got Bow Wow's her first baby daddy. Future is the second, and he's the third, and he love her, and he trying to be with her. I don't understand how you in the NFL and you in the NBA and y'all doing that shit. I don't understand that at all.
We got my girl Jen in the building.
I don't understand that at all.
What's going on? Hold on, I'm trying to do my hair.
What's going on with the
Jen,
Jenster?
get in this, what's the name, and get in this conversation.
Yeah,
And
so
what do you think about a man prospecting a woman to be with her who has 3 baby daddies, 3 kids, let's say 4 kids, 4 baby daddies? Should a man prospect that type of female?
I mean, if that's what he wants, if he's looking for that type of woman, then I don't see any problem with that. Because he is already knowing that going in, right? Like this isn't a surprise.
No, sometimes it is. You go on a date or
you go on a
two,
couple dates.
and
Well, why are we
she
going on dates with people, a date or two with people, and then jumping into a relationship?
not. But listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're going on a date and you on date 2, date 3, and y'all ain't brought up how many kids, and y'all ain't got to that level of a conversation yet, and then you on a 3rd date, and she tell you, "Hey, I got to tell you, I do have 4 kids by 4 different men." I think
On
that
the
man in his mind is he's going to finish that date, and the only thing he wants to do now is just he's going to clock it. He want to spike it. He want to hit it and get out of that situation.
Okay.
Now, some men, we talking about some men. Some men might want that situation and might love it, and they might thrive in that. I'm just speaking for the majority of the men. Majority of men don't want a lady with 4 kids, 4 baby daddies.
And that also goes the other way around too. A lot of women don't want to be fucking with no man that's got 4 baby mamas, 5 fucking kids, and you
We
know.
don't care. We don't care. We're men.
Okay, but
Yeah,
we
we don't
care.
care.
But
We
we
don't care.
care. But we care.
No, no,
We
no,
care. We
not
don't want. We
okay.
don't
So
want
let
to
me
deal
ask
with
you
that
something.
shit.
So if a man could take care of his 4 kids and he doesn't have any problems with his baby mamas, how does that affect you in his
Where is
relationship?
he at? Where
What
is
do you
that
mean?
guy at? Show him to me right
It's
now.
they're all around. Sometimes they're just not checking for the women that are checking for them. They're checking
I
for
seen
them.
this girl post Country Wayne today, and she said he was saying he about to get married soon. How is she was saying asking the question you asking? How is somebody about to come and marry this man? He got 10 kids with like 6 different baby mamas.
I'm
That's
not
what the
doing
woman.
that.
Because he's a man, Eric. He's a
I'm just
man. He
saying.
got the means to take care of his kids,
I'm just
and they're
saying that.
not. They're not her concern.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
But
Not that many fucking.
when a woman got 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, and you're ingratiating your life with her, those kids got to become your concern if you mess with that lady.
Cause they with him all the time. They with the woman
Yeah,
more than
duh,
more than
duh.
Right.
not.
So
But
who wants to come into that, and then you can't discipline, you can't raise these kids or rear these kids how you want to. Who would want to do that?
mm, I'm not sure.
But as a
That's
woman,
a.
all you got to do is come in and produce and get that man some more babies. Because Country Wayne probably whoever the lady he marrying, he probably gonna have a kid with her.
So this is my question, Jen. We talking about fumbled or spiked?
Yeah, it's done. It's on the stove.
What do you think about this? You see women and a lot of people be saying, "Oh, he fumbled me," or she. I even heard niggas saying that they've been fumbled before. So what's your
Is that another term of saying that you got played?
No, it just means you
no
lost
no
a good one.
hell no
Hmm.
football when you playing football and you
You
running the
lost a
ball
good one.
you lost a good one basically.
Okay.
What you think about this? They all saying they got fumbled. It's a growing trend now. It's everybody's got fumbled.
I don't know. That's interesting because I guess honestly, I've never heard of that. So
Damn.
yeah, I guess I'm
So
out the
Jen, it's like
mix.
this. We're gonna put it like this. Have you ever seen somebody fumble an opportunity?
Oh yeah,
Okay, it's the
definitely.
same way
I've
in
done it. I've
relationships.
done it.
It's the same way in relationships when somebody fumbles the man or they fumble the woman. It's the same concept.
Hmm.
Word
So,
is
what are your
bond.
thoughts on a woman or a man fumbling the partner?
I mean, I guess I kind of feel like, from my point of view, that a lot of these guys out here, they really don't know how to appreciate somebody that's a good woman.
Come to the auto show.
And so, and I'm just saying this based off of experience.
Interesting. Let me ask you this: Did you have your own program, or were you going by his program?
I think we were just kind of going off of each other's.
No. I don't want to hear that. You said a lot of men can't appreciate a good
You
woman.
walked into that trap.
Were you
Yep,
going
I
by
walked
his?
in and I'm about to walk out. I'm done. Good night.
Okay. But no. Answer the question. Were you going by his program, or were you going by your own program?
She said.
We're going off of each other's program. There is no I go off of yours and he goes off, or he
Okay,
goes
but
off of
you
mine.
just said a lot of men don't know how to appreciate a good woman.
They
Your
don't.
words. That's I didn't say that, you said it.
I
And
did.
I'm asking you, did you go off your own program, or did you go off his program?
I went off of mine.
Okay, so if you're going off your
Holy
own
shit.
program and you saying you're a good woman comes in to be a helpmeet, and you're supposed to be going off his program. So how do you want him to appreciate it when you're going off your own program?
Eric, why the hell would you bring me into this shit with this man?
you
Like,
said you
I'm
like.
so serious.
Hold on. Let me
Why
make
the
this.
hell would you bring me into this shit?
Let me make this clear. We didn't had kickbacks and all this. It's all y'all two are always going at it, and you be wanting to smoke. Then you say you
I
want to get on
do.
it. You here now? I was like, who can hold her own and not be scared to get on camera and talk her shit? You the first person came to mind.
And you
So
know it.
yeah, I will say this. I will say this, Jen. You supposed to
And
follow the man goddamn program.
And Eric, you can chime in because you and I are so close. You literally know everything about me. So,
Right.
like,
Let me make this a teachable moment for
you
you,
can. Okay.
my dear friend. You supposed to follow the man program. It ain't no I'm on my own program. I didn't know you didn't know this. I'm learning this about you today,
It's
right now.
actually supposed to be an equal opportunity. It's not
No.
supposed to be that I follow your lead.
Yes,
What
it
lead
is.
am I following?
What you
The
mean?
fact
Tell
that
it.
the fact that you're playing me for a fucking fool. So what am I supposed to do?
No,
Then
you
I
ain't
guess
supposed to
I'll do
follow
the
that.
same.
You're not supposed to follow the that ain't.
We're not going to deal with the moving of the goalpost. She said a lot of men can't appreciate the good woman. And I asked her, were you going off of his program or your program? If you're going off of your own program, it's like a captain of a ship. If the crew is not listening to the captain, how could the captain be responsible for the ship crashing? It'd be utter nonsense because didn't nobody listen to him. So if you want me to appreciate you and you're not going off my program, what is there to appreciate? Most of the time, I'm probably arguing with you, and I got to deal with your own program, or I come, I play a back seat, or I take a back seat to your program and the things that you got going on, and you keep saying you're going off each other. No, you're a woman. There's a hierarchy in relationship. A lot of
And
women don't understand.
who is the
Hold
hierarchy?
on. It's a hierarchy in relationship. A lot of women don't understand this, and you're supposed to go off the man's. What's the name? That's why if you see a man and his woman is making all the she's the ultimate decision maker, she telling him what to do, what do men view? And I'm asking Jamal and Eric, how do we view that man that do everything they woman say?
A punk.
Yeah,
A punk.
second.
A punk.
Yeah.
That shit ain't even, it's not even natural, because listen, feminine energy submits to masculine energy. How does it look for masculine energy to submit to feminine energy? Don't even that go against nature.
We in a backwards ass world right now. That's
We
why we
sure
seeing like
are.
that's
We
why we
sure
seeing a lot
are.
of shit going on.
There's a lot of
That's
twisted
what
and
it
dark
is.
shit going on, Mike. A lot of
Hey,
it.
so Jen, let me say this to
What?
you and all the beautiful women out there who's looking for that person or that guy, right? First of all, this is the first thing you got to do. You gotta choose wisely. You gotta choose a man that you respect, not already got it all together. Because that's not realistic. It ain't always
Yeah.
realistic. Choose somebody that you respect. then you don't have no problem following his program. But the problem be y'all they call it
And
situation.
I do agree with that. I agree with that because I feel like I've had, and you know the type of dudes that I'd be fucking with, right?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I mean I know a couple of your guys that you done dealt with, but
Yeah.
my point is choose somebody that you respect so you don't mind following their program, but because you're supposed to follow the man. You're supposed to not be in no situationship.
If
Okay, you
he is
just
a great leader, if he is a great
why are you
leader.
fucking with a nigga that's not a great leader anyway
Hold
though?
on, Eric. You got it right where you need to because you
Yeah.
said, "Do you ain't he ain't your, listen." Eric said respect. He ain't talking about the type that you like. He ain't talking
Yeah.
about you just love how his hair lay down or whatever.
Yeah.
Eric asked you. He said, "Choose a man that you respect." So if you respect him, why wouldn't you follow his lead? And he already got your respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had anything like that yet, so I'm probably
That's
the wrong one.
that's where men and women. But this is where men and women keep clashing because men we drawn off respect about the way we get treated. If you don't
Yeah.
treat me like you don't
Yeah.
respect me right, then bitch, I'm all right. I'm out of here. We gonna keep arguing or
Mhm.
until whatever we fall all the way out. And women, y'all picking these guys and you don't really respect them, and you wonder
Right.
why the shit is fucked up. It's because you picking somebody that you don't respect. You're not choosing wisely. And
She
so, and
likes you.
then you don't understand that you're supposed to follow the guy. You ain't supposed to just be with no guy that you can't follow him. You don't respect him. Why are you with that guy? It's just you in a situation ship. What the hell is you doing with a guy you don't want to follow him?
Mhm. No,
Because
I agree.
the natural order is you follow the man. Y'all, the man's vision is the man's supposed to have a vision, and the woman is supposed to come and help that vision. I'm fucking with dude in his vision. I'm supposed to come help him, man. Y'all fly off into the sunset. Whatever this corny shit is.
What did Mike say on that video? He took his hat off. He tapped his hat off to him.
Yeah. Well, you took your hat off too.
He took the hat off to him.
Yeah, but you got a lot of women don't think they supposed to follow. And Jen, apparently you one of them people. You just said it earlier too. You like I ain't following no nigga.
Hey, Jen,
See,
listen,
this is
let me say this. Let me say this to clarify. We're not saying you can't have your own goals, dreams, and aspirations. We're not saying
mm,
that. A lot of times women think that following a man's program means all they hopes, they dreams, and they wants get put on the back burner. That's not what we saying. We saying get a man that respects, knows where he's going. You come into it and you add to his life. You help out where you can, or you make life easier for him. A man might take a woman who just let's just say a woman ain't got no skill and all she do is uh make sure his clothes is ironed, make sure he got something to eat for work and all of that. He'll take her because she's making life easier for him. She's doing things that he don't want to do. She'll do his errands for him. She'll do the laundry for him. She do all the shit that he don't want to do. She's in his life and she's adding to. But we're not saying your hopes and dreams. This is for the ambitious women. We're not saying, but your career can't come before your husband or the man that you want to follow. And most of the women nowadays, y'all, they call y'all what y'all call yourselves? Y'all want to be bad bitches. Y'all want to be boss bitches, and y'all want to say the man got to come in and get under your shit. That ain't gonna work. Now we'll come in there, spike you or throw you away, and then you're gonna be like, all men is playing. But nigga, we not playing. We just see what type of woman you are, and we just wanted to hit them shins, and we get in there, beat that thing up a couple good times. Sometimes it's more than that, but we really don't want you, so we might just string you along just to play with you because you play with us. Stop playing with men.
Stop meeting niggas at Burger King.
is that really what I'm out here doing?
I didn't say that's what
if
you're out here doing.
Well, Jen, if you looking at niggas if you fucking with niggas and you don't even admire them. You don't even admire them enough to follow them, or you don't okay, if you're a career woman like Mike just talked, if you one of them ambitious type, well, you need to get moving in whatever it is before you choose the guy,
And that's probably why I'm not dealing with anybody.
because you got your own goals. But when you get with the man, it's his vision. You follow his vision. You help him get to where he going. Then everything gonna be every time.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That don't
I
mean
agree with
that you don't
that.
get nothing you don't want. You won't though.
I agree with that.
Now you want to know something else I've been seeing, y'all? I need y'all to take on this. Jamal, I'm gonna need you to. I know you be seeing this too. When I scroll down my social media, all I see is man bashing.
Mhm.
Niggas negative. Women talk crazy about men all day long, right? This is what all I'm seeing. When a man say something about it, and some of the shit is true. Some of their frustrations with men is true. Some of the shit they saying is valid. When a man say one thing about a woman, oh, he's sassy. This nigga,
Aaron,
y'all
let me
He's
hate,
tell you.
y'all
sassy.
hate, y'all,
Let
y'all
me
hate,
tell you
He
y'all
why.
hate
being
women. That's a new
Let me
emotional.
thing.
let me tell you why. Let me tell
Y'all
you
hate
why.
women.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that happens. The person in the powerful position is always going to look weaker if they say something about the weaker. So man is we're more powerful than women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you like just physically, if we just talk about physicality, if a man hit a woman, they're gonna be like, damn, why he socked that girl, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it, in movies, TV, it's a social norm for women to put their hands on a man and they don't want the man to do
I think
anything
my
back.
connection is.
So what I'm saying is basically what I'm
Uh,
saying is
you good, Jen.
so what
Am
I'm
I?
saying is women or the weaker party, they can punch up, but it looks bad when the powerful position punches down.
Oh, that's a good analogy. That's a good one. But there are genuine concerns on both sides, and it's clearly division between men and women, especially black men and women. It's clear because you don't see white people on social media talking crazy about men, white women talking
Hmm.
crazy about white men, and men and
Well,
white
there
men
you have it.
complaining
It's
about
just not done to the level of ours is because we're
yeah.
drawn. The algorithm draws us into the negative shit. Oh, just
Hmm.
like the algorithm, everybody getting paid off the Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb dust up. We feed into that negativity. This is what we want. We don't
Right.
feed into the positivity. So if it says black man donates something to a school or man beats up woman because she sleeps
Skip
with best
scroll
friend, which
past
one they clicking?
Yeah.
scroll past the positivity, click the negative bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
just
Damn.
how it is. That's how it is.
So you telling me this is my algorithm where niggas is getting called
Eric, it's your
sassy?
algorithm. It's your algorithm. They're trying to socially engineer. Like you know about TV, movies, social media. They try to
Mhm.
social engineer a certain type of mindset, and then you got other people that fight on social media that fight against that mindset. It's just the way it is, man. A lot of people don't think for themselves.
So let
They
me
they
clear
on
this up.
autopilot. They
Yeah.
don't think for themselves. They don't have a brain. They on autopilot. Whatever the fashion trend, whatever the thing it is, at that point in time, people are going to do it. Like you see
Mhm.
all the black women do the clock it thing. Now all the women they saying you fumbled me because it becomes cool and it becomes acceptable. These
Body
people
of
don't they
Steve.
don't use their own mind. They don't use their
Some
own mind.
some of that shit is black people. It's kind of cool when we all can just rotate with some
Eric,
shit
that's
though.
cool. And we
Yeah.
understand culture. We got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is a lot of people that look like me and you don't like to think for themselves. Hence why everybody was mad at Drewski because Drewski called out the church for their
Mm-hmm.
hypocrisy. And what? Our people was mad. Oh, you playing with God. But they're not mad at the people who was actually playing with God. This is
That's
a
crazy.
comedian making a
That's
skit,
crazy.
and they're not mad at the pastors who's actually playing with God. So if you're
Yeah.
mad that people's playing that this man is playing with God, why don't you be mad and boycott Michael Todd Church? But you're not gonna do that because Michael Todd Church is the go-to place, and y'all want to be seen in Michael Todd Church. Y'all want to be seen in the Christian Dior. You want to be seen in the latest trend.
I was
We
explaining
ain't
this to
thinking for
my
ourselves.
I was explaining this to my good Christian family today, and they understood it. You feel me? Like we know it's people really out there playing with the plan, but yeah, just to clear that and clarify that up, ladies. No, we don't hate women. Now I do know some niggas that hate women though, and they don't even know it. Everything is a woman don't stand a goddamn chance. I'm not talking about them. Just because niggas get tired of y'all doing certain shit and you speak on it, do not mean it's just like y'all get tired of a nigga in your DM saying the same shit. We get tired of all that
Exactly.
goddamn yeah, we get tired
Well,
of all
they
that
shouldn't though.
attitude.
Eric, I was on here
But
last week.
everything is
They shouldn't.
scripted.
We get
Everything
tired
is
of that
scripted
attitude and
with these
mouth. We get
guys
tired
out
of that.
here.
We get tired of all that lying and attitude and mouth and victim playing shit. We get tired of that. So that don't mean we hate women. We just want this certain behavior to stop. That's all I'm saying.
From the
Same
majority.
shit.
Just
Because
like
you
y'all
got
want.
women that don't do that. We talking about the majority. People who listening ain't gonna say, "Well, I don't do." We're talking about the
Man,
majority.
a nigga say something, he's sassy. It's funny to me, but they say quick. Oh, he's sassy. Yeah, I think it's funny, but at the same time, it's like it's another it's gaslighting because y'all can sit up there and say all this shit and say, like I said, some of it's true. But then if a man say one goddamn thing and he telling the truth, oh, he's sassy. Or he hate women. Y'all niggas hate women. I found out that y'all hate women. No. Ma, what you have you seen that?
Of course. They got all them sayings, got him in his feelings, he
Yeah.
emotional, all that stuff. You can't
Honestly,
be
and I can't relate to it because you know me, Eric. I am not one of those women that uses social media to express my feelings about what I have going on with the opposite sex. Right.
Facts. I can vouch.
So, I definitely, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm
Yeah,
very
Jen,
I'm very private when it comes to, relationships or my personal life or anything I have going on. So
I
I've just
respect that
never,
about you too. I can vouch for that. I don't ever see you crash out and get to talking smear campaigning the nigga on the social media and all that.
right.
Cause there's a lot of that going on too. And I spoke on this
It
last show.
is.
Why we can't have clean breakups. We can't have clean breakups. Two grown people can't be adults and be like,
Can't
oh,
just, two grown people can't just walk away.
yeah.
Everything has to be so,
Because look, what the reason why they do that and they go to social media and try to smear campaign a person is because you don't want this nigga to get no more hoes. You don't want him to get no girls.
yeah.
Period. No more. You want him to be fucked up.
Eric, that
Right?
actually helps them.
Yeah.
It helps them.
That's where I'm going next, Mike. All it's when you're in a relationship.
There's a word for that, Eric. It's called bitter.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But when you're in a relationship, it's women that's
Yeah.
looking at your nigga and they waiting on you. They waiting on a chance to get up under him. And this niggas definitely got your girl in the scope. Man, they got her in the scope. They waiting on you to fuck up. They waiting on any type of thing. Some of them niggas in their DM telling if they see you look at somebody else. They in the
We're gonna call that the Stefan Diggs, like he
we
did to
dirty Mac,
Offset.
dirty Mac.
How he
dirty,
did
Dirty
Offset.
Malcolm.
That's a dirty
dirty.
Mac.
Malcolm.
That's a dirty Mac.
And before Stefan Diggs say he didn't do that, you and Offset were friends, nigga.
Man, but that's back door. We call that back door
Yeah,
though. That's
that's
back door
definitely back
Bobby.
there.
You snake your
Well,
homie.
close that back door, can't get snaked by.
That's back door Bobby. What we call that. he,
Woo.
That's
he
good.
that shoulder to lean on. In them times. But women slip too. They'll be sitting up there and back door you for your nigga.
Okay, so let me ask the fellas this then. So if y'all got a woman, do y'all want your woman talking to y'all homeboys and male family members and all of that?
I kind of do, but not excessive.
Yeah.
I want them to be cool and feel like on a brother sister type of level, but not too much. And it's more so to protect both sides.
Okay, Jen, what do you think? What do you
I
think?
agree because that's how things get complicated. That causes a lot of complications. I know that from experience, so I can say that.
Yeah. I don't want mine like too close with the guys now. Come on now. Cause
Exactly.
I hang around a bunch of snipers. We all I hang around some snipers. That's why women be faking with their homegirls and be hanging with their girls, but they talk shit about her, talk about telling you all her hotels and all her whole
Yeah,
stories.
and not only that, there needs to be boundaries when it comes to a woman and her man's homeboys, right? And there's at some point you got to draw the line about how cool you are going to be with this motherfucker.
Facts. What about you, Mike? You asked the question.
I think y'all pretty much nailed it on that one. I didn't. If I was jumping in, you would know I disagree. Yeah, it's cool to be comfortable and cordial and speak, but if yeah,
Come on with all that extra
I shouldn't come home and you at
brother,
I shouldn't
super.
come home and you at my motherfucking house talking about this is my homegirl. Nah, what the fuck y'all in this bitch doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't be that
But it
cool to where you ain't called me, you called her, and you come home, I'm in the motherfucker.
right.
Jamal, you
That's
didn't call me over there, I'm already over there. You like, wait a minute
talking
now,
about the
what's going
relationship.
on?
Talking about
What
the
the fuck?
relationship.
I ain't call you over here. What's going on? Oh no,
Yeah.
we just cool. I'm chilling with the homie. We Netflixing.
Bullshit.
No.
We Netflixing. We
Yeah.
Netflixing. We Huluing. We Apple TVing.
And to everybody that willing to crash out and kill over a situation like that, because we didn't seen that happen. She fucking the guys now, or he done slept with one of her homegirls or her sister or some shit like that. Ain't no need to crash out, killing somebody, shooting somebody over
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Them two people just let them go on. They got to live with what they did. They know they was wrong. If
Yeah.
you walk in on them, they're gonna be putting their clothes on. Why? Because they know they doing something wrong. So you just leave them two people where they at. Let them move on with their life, and you go. And hey, man, ain't nothing worth going to prison and all that shit over no me. I ain't going. I'm not, I'm not going. I'm not going to prison over no woman because she willingly gave something up, bro. Now if you take something from her, that's something crazy right there. Because you got niggas like that too.
You do.
But yeah, this is good discussion, and some of y'all need to hear this. Uh, Stop trying to get all goddamn close with the homies and all on both sides.
So Jen, I got a question for you, Jen. What do you think about clothing?
What about it?
Okay, I was watching the episode of Pop the Balloon. These two people, they matched, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a gentleman, and he asked the lady. He said, "Okay, now what you're wearing right now," he said, "it's a little revealing, a little risque." He said, "If we got into a relationship, would you consider toning that down?" Right?
Okay.
And her answer was, "Well, I don't like a man telling me how to dress." And he said, "Okay, with you saying that," he said, "Go ahead, pop my balloon." Now they were already up there. They the last two. They about to match. You see how the man asked her, "Are you gonna get on my program or are you gonna operate under your program?" She said, "I still want to operate under my program. I want to wear what I want." He said, "Go ahead and pop me. Me and you ain't gonna work."
How revealing were these clothes?
The clothes, she's single, right? So she's on the show. So she's single. She want to show her assets, and that's perfectly fine, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
said, if me and you get in a relationship, are you willing to tone that down? And she missed out on, to me, she missed out on a good brother because she told him, nah, my self-expression and my freedom to dress risque, I don't want to, I don't want you to tone me down. So what she's basically telling him, saying to him is she always gonna leave that door open for a man to come to compliment her and to backdoor her man. What do you think
Mm.
about
We
changing your
are
clothes?
in a new era where everybody wants to wear less. They want to show everything off. So that's a little bit difficult because a lot of that is just kind of like the style. Women see it everywhere. They see it on, reality shows, music videos, everywhere, Instagram. Um, so they've made that where wearing less is appropriate.
Okay, but I
Okay.
got that. I got that, Jen. I'm asking you, what do you think of a man saying, listen, I get you like to dress risque. I get
Men have preferences. They have preferences on how they want their
But
woman.
we're
How they
talking
want.
about the man that asks you to tone it down. We're not asking you about all men's preferences.
Oh my God.
Listen,
So
like
basically, you want me to. Okay. So what is it that you? What do you want to know?
I'm asking you, I just gave the scenario. It's not complicated. I got everything
It
that you
is
were saying.
complicated.
It's not complicated. These two were matched on Pop the Balloon, right? When you match on Pop the Balloon, that means you eliminated everybody else. Now
Right.
all y'all got to do is accept. He was willing to accept under the condition. He said, baby, you look nice. He said,
Offside.
you look nice. That's beautiful. But if me and you got into a serious relationship, would you be willing to tone your dress down? She
Mm.
said, no. He said, well, go ahead and pop my balloon. Pow. So now she gets no man because she's not willing to tone down her dress if she's in a relationship. He said, it's fine how she's dressing now because they're not in a relationship. But he said, if we got into a relationship, would you mind toning it down? She said, no. So I'm asking you specifically about that dress when a man asks you to tone it down. That's all I'm asking.
I'm gonna dress how I want to dress.
So guess what? So guess what? So guess what? So all the women who think like you and y'all got a good guy, right? Y'all fumbled
Mm-hmm.
the opportunity at this good guy because you want to dress how you want to dress. You don't
Yep.
want no leadership. You don't want nobody telling you nothing. So to be fair, you want to be the man.
Correct.
Okay, bam, there we go. Bam, women, they want to be the man. There we go. We got it. We got it out. I hope somebody find this on YouTube, clip this up, and this is how the women think. This is how they think. They want to be the man. Bam, there it go.
That was funny as hell, yo.
Because listen, because you can ask women this too. You can ask women who've been in bad relationships, right? Because all of these women are against men having multiple women, right? You can ask them like, damn, you've been out here and you've been failing that relationship, and then a guy comes along who already got a girl and they successful, and they is like, hey, listen, I know you got some kids, or I know you in a bad situation. Get up under this tutelage, and we can change your life around. And you
Mm.
won't do what's best for you and your what's name. You'll be looking and worried about what everybody think. How is everybody gonna view me if I be this man's second wife? You worried about what people gonna think instead of doing what's best for you. This man can provide for you. He can take care of you. He's proven he's a great leader and all of that. But you ain't gonna get down with it. It's gonna be something because you care about the opinions of other people instead of doing what's good for you. That's why you won't change your dress. That's why you wouldn't join the man who already has a wife. Come
I
on now.
don't give a shit about other people's opinions
Well, why wouldn't you give a shit about the man that you respect his opinion?
because I want to dress the way that I want to dress.
So you're just saying, you're just
Period.
screaming out that you don't want to be up under his program.
I think she
That
pretty much made
isn't
that clear.
just by
I know
me
she made it
saying
clear,
just by
but
me
Eric,
saying
but
that
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying. I'm
change
saying
how I
that's the
want to dress,
problem.
how I dress. That doesn't mean that I'm not trying to be on his program. That has to do with that specific topic of the program.
Jen, if he say, I think you're dressing a little too risque, I need you to change, and you saying, well, nah, I want to do this, then he can be like, well, you know what? Just like the man, this is why I gave you the pop the balloon scenario. He was like, damn, Jen, I wanted to take this shit to the next level, but you can't even take off a crop top, and I'm telling you, we going around my boys or we going into a certain setting. I don't want you to
Yeah.
look like
In
that.
that kind of a scenario, yes, if we're going around your mama, your boys, your granny,
It
all of that
listen,
type of
I'm not
stuff.
saying the man is controlling how you dress. I said he asked you to tone it down.
Tone it down then.
Oh, you just being a hypocrite now. You don't know what you just
Nah,
want
she
No,
did.
I
every
do want to
win,
I
She
bro.
do want to dress I want to dress the way that I want to.
Okay, fine. He says, babe, that's fine. You can dress the way you want to dress.
But
He
tone it
said, but
down.
listen, hey, because you're a representation of him. You are a representation of him. Babe, I don't want you to wear that out today. Could you wear something else?
Can I ask you
what that
what was
play?
he
That was a
wearing?
crazy ass play.
He's a
That was
man. He ain't
crazy.
wearing nothing goofy. He ain't wearing nothing that's feminine. He dressed like a man, a
Well, I
distinguished
know that.
gentleman. So we ain't
But
talking about this nigga being on goof troop time. We talking about a man that's well dressed, distinguished gentleman. He just wants you to be less risque when y'all out in public when you with him.
okay, I agree.
Okay, there we go. We changing lies.
Hey, to the brothers that be having too goddamn many, come on now, you can't be too goddamn demanding on too much now. You got to understand a little bit of something in this world we living in now. You know,
Yeah,
I
Eric, I
mean,
think you saying that because
Because
you don't want to.
it sounds like the guy was very old fashioned, is what it
No.
sounds like to
That ain't
me.
a man being old fashioned. If he because Eric is under this same guise as you was before I lifted the veil over your eyes and you seen the truth. Eric thinks that if you meet a woman and she's dressing risque, she's
that was a
always gonna dress risque. He's
that
saying
was a
you can't
different.
ask her to tone it down.
I'm not saying that, Mike. I never said that. You always miss what I said on that. You never got it.
Eric,
What I was doing,
you and the whole house said, "Oh, you over there hard on a bitch." That's
yeah,
what
you
y'all
is
said.
going too goddamn hard.
Come here,
No, what I'm
Rocco.
telling you is
Rocco,
not
come
going
on.
hard for you to
Hey,
have. So what y'all said this,
my
Eric, was this. Let me
What,
say this and you
Rocco?
can take it. Let me say
God
this and
damn.
you can take it, Eric. Y'all was telling me that a man can't have standards for the woman that he wants to be in a relationship with. It's all yours.
I never said that. What I said is this, Mike. You do just like we always talking about evolution and the way things are going. You do got to understand the times we living in. And I was just giving you, like you just said, why should the woman be a prospect? You just literally did it. When she got 5 kids, by 5 different baby daddies, you like, why should she be a prospect? And I'm telling you, if you met that woman and she was half-ass dressed, and that's what attracted it to her, attracted you to her. Why is you looking at and at the same time it's offensive to you when you're in a relationship with her? You don't want her dressing like that. So why was she ever a prospect? Why don't you go? I said, why don't you go to a mosque and get you a woman that's gonna cover up all the way, veil, and she already understand that she don't want to dress like that.
Okay, you throwing it back to me?
Go ahead. I'm here
Eric, I
though.
told you there's a difference from attraction, what attracted the man to the woman, versus if he's going to keep the woman. What you're saying, since you said it's a new day and time, and you don't understand it because your worldview is twisted sometimes, you saying
No,
if it's a new day,
nice try.
hold on. If you saying it's a new day and age, and the women can do whatever they want to do,
That ain't what
and
I
however
said.
you meet them, brother, let me finish. I listened to what you said.
But don't say no bullshit. I can't
But
wait to get that
when
off.
I gave here, I give it back to you. You can say what you said, then throw it back to me. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I just that little correction. I didn't say that they can do whatever they want to.
Eric, when you say it's a new day and time, right? You're changing your perspective and your worldview, saying a woman can do what she want to do because it's a new day and time.
That ain't what I said. Just finish what you said, and then I'll reply.
I'm about
I
to jump
asked you.
out of this
I
chat,
asked
y'all.
you. Huh?
I said I'm about to jump out real quick because I got something I got to do.
Well, you got
All right,
DDT, and you seen the
we
light today. So
we
you know
appreciate you.
what? I appreciate you seeing the light and seeing the truth. That
You
takes a
want to
big
tell your
woman to
followers
give a round of
anything?
applause. You seen the
What?
truth today.
Yeah, you come and stood in the lions.
Yay!
Then
Thank you.
you handled yourself pretty good. You want to tell your followers anything?
Um, Listen. As far as like the whole social media and running dudes up on that shit, just keep everything private. Not everything has to be announced. The whole
That's
world doesn't need to know about your shit.
that's a good advice. I
Keep
like
it,
that.
keep it, keep it classy. Keep it cute. We don't. I personally don't give a shit about who's fucking who and who's doing what. I don't care about that. So yeah, just keep it classy.
Okay, before you go, I gotta ask you this, so you can jump off and do what you want to do. Because you said keep it classy and keep it cute. What do you think of these grown people who act like little kids with this site called "Are We Dating the Same Person"?
Oh my god.
I think everybody
Can
who's on
that
that
can
site,
that please be a topic for the next one? Because I've got a
yes.
They had
lot to
another one. I
say.
think just
I
got
have
shut
so
down.
much to say about that website.
Damn,
That
I
is
forgot
a
the other one.
fucking
Man, I seen some of
joke.
the guys in there. This girl
They
was
need
No,
showing
no,
to
me.
no.
take they need to
Listen.
they need to take
I've been
that
I've been
down.
put in that site before, and what I'm saying to anybody who's watching, listen. Hold on. Let me say this. What I see to anybody who's watching, we all saying we're adults and our level of what's name is up here, but y'all act like high school kids when y'all go to this site. Y'all say it just pop up. Why are you interested in this shit?
I don't know. We're gonna talk about that next time.
Okay, next time.
I have so much
I
to
would love
say
to hear
about
your
that.
view on that.
Yeah, I've got a lot to say.
All
Okay.
right,
I'm ready to
fam.
draw on that right now. I'm
All
ready to
right.
draw.
No. Wait for me.
No, Eric, we can do it. We can do it
All right,
tomorrow if y'all want to
we'll
come
wait.
back.
We'll
We can do
wait.
it tomorrow.
We can come back and do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
we'll
we
wait.
can do it tomorrow, we can get your drawing on. But let me, okay, Jen. Thank you for jumping on.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jim.
good to see you guys.
Okay,
Love.
you too.
Yep.
So what I'm saying to you, Eric, is if we're in a new day and time, and you saying I gotta accept just how the woman dressed, then you should say it applies to how she acts. Then we're in
Mike,
a new day and time.
I'm not saying you gotta accept how she dressed. Or even if you like, okay, the guys is around, you kind of should put something on. I'm not knocking you for that. What I'm telling you, I was just trying to get you to be like, look at how you got her. Like start looking for what you're looking for when you're looking for it.
Okay, Eric, what I'm telling you is there's a difference between attraction and me wanting a relationship with a woman. If I'm attracted to a woman who's wearing these clothes, like you saying I can't pursue her because in the end I can't tell her how to dress. I said that's foolish. That's
No.
foolish.
What's foolish is you attracted to one thing, but you really want to try to change it and make it some other shit when you get
Eric, listen. So are you a man?
it. Duh.
Are you a man, Jamal?
Yeah.
So naturally, when you see a half-naked woman, aren't you going to be what?
You're gonna be attractive, but what about some people some men that's like, you know what, I don't like how she dressing like that. I know she a whore because she's showing everybody. I don't want a woman that go out like that. That don't mean that they gay or they not a man. It's some niggas that really just don't. That's a turn off for them. That she out in public
So Eric,
and got everything out.
If
Brother Malcolm.
So
brother
Eric, if I
Farrakhan.
met her and listen, if I met her and she's in an apartment and she wants a house, I should talk her out getting the house. Be like, no, I met you in an apartment. How dare you? Like what?
I'm not knocking you wanting to evolve and wanting her to evolve. But what I'm just trying to get you to see is it's people that already understand that. And you don't have to try to you don't have to try to do that later on. You could go and look for those people that already understand that.
Eric, what I asked you was, and I asked that whole house was this.
You
I
really
said,
talking about that L you took in the house that day.
Eric, it's not an L because you're actually going against what you're saying now.
Okay. You think so?
You said if a woman, it's modern times. You said that. You can
I said,
play
Mike,
this back and you
I said, Mike, you kind of got to be a little bit more understanding. Not
Eric,
saying they can wear whatever. That's not saying they can wear whatever, Mike. I said you got to be a little bit more lenient because just a little bit more.
I'll waive it because you can't say.
I've been waiting on you to wave the white flag.
You can't say no.
About 3 years.
I'm only waving the white flag not because I think that you're right. I think that you're right.
Clearly, you don't think I'm right
today. And what you're saying about if a woman got 5-6 kids, right? And you listen, I'm saying you shouldn't prospect them. And there's certain things that you saying that you want the woman to clean up and you want her to do, and she's already doing those things. And you're saying just accept her how she is.
So what the fuck I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying, bro.
So Eric, if I get in a relationship, because now you confusing. If I get a woman, right, and I met her and she was dressing like the man asked a simple question, baby, you look good in this shit. But if me and you get in a relationship, could you tone it down? You saying there's something wrong for a man having a standard asking a woman to tone it down.
It ain't about a standard. If you meet her on 24th Street, don't be surprised when you find out she's selling that thing. That's what I'm telling you. If you meet her in the strip club, don't be trying to stop her from stripping just because you like her now. You want to turn her into a wife. That's what I'm saying.
So listen. So you saying the man that finds the stripper in the strip club, he can't show her bigger and better things in life? Baby, you've been walking around with blindfolds on. Let me take these blindfolds off.
It's possible, but when she say no, I'm not about to stop stripping for you, nigga.
Okay, Eric. When she says no,
I was making my money.
Eric, when he says no, we were talking about fumble, throw away, and spiked. She gets spiked and then thrown away.
Yeah, that's we can agree on that.
That's all I'm saying. Then she gets spiked and then thrown away.
I have no pushback for that right there.
Okay, that's all I was saying in the house that day.
Well, I don't know how it took us this long to get to that, because
I said it clear and concise.
Man, we've been going at this for Jamal. 3 years. Mike don't want to let it go. Maul.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Hey, Mike, you think the dude should have popped his balloon earlier, though?
No.
Why?
Because she was an attractive woman, and he asks a sensible question that any reasonable man would do. She's a beautiful young lady. She knew how to dress. All he asked her was, if we get into a serious relationship, would you be able to tone it down? She said what Jen said. I don't want a man telling me how to dress. He said, you might as well pop the balloon. Pow. Because it's not going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
I feel
He
like
didn't.
I feel like he should have knew that already. He should have lasted. He should have been popped his balloon when he seen her.
For what? For what?
Because that's what he's looking for, evidently.
Brother, what if she said she was willing to tone it down? I don't understand how you niggas
Mike,
don't understand that.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
She's going to argue about toning down because who she is right now.
Listen, man. You know what? It's really
So
hard talking to y'all because
sometimes,
listen, don't be offended when I say this. Sometimes you niggas think like what a liberal white woman would think. No shit, what you're saying. If the bitch just telling you she ain't changing at all, I'm agreeing with what Eric said. Then leave her alone. If she would have said, yeah, you know what? Okay, if we get it serious, I would tone my dress down. Why he can't ask her a sensible question? This shit don't even make sense.
I got a question for you.
And me said you can't ask a sensible question.
It wasn't what he was looking for in the first place.
What you say?
That's not what he was looking for in the first place.
Brother, she was a pretty young lady, and she was a single young lady, so she dressed. Hold on, so she dressed. If you get it, I don't understand what's the problem with him saying, you know what, they match. Then he asked the question: if we got serious, would you tone it down? You saying he can't even do that?
I'm saying he should have popped his balloon before it got to that.
For what?
It wasn't what he was looking for. He would have asked her to tone it down.
For what?
It's not what he was looking for, right?
For what?
It's not what he was looking for if he had to ask her in the first place.
He asked her if they got into a serious relationship.
He should have to go
would
here.
You tone it down?
The way she dressed right now should let you know she's not the one I want.
He asked her, would she be willing to tone it down?
That's kind of what I was saying to him, all, but he snapped on me about that too. Let me ask you something.
I don't understand how you niggas don't get.
I got a question for you. Hey,
just she said, yeah, they would have
relax for a minute. Relax. I got a question for you.
No, because it's kind of hard when you sit up there. It's a simple concept that y'all making harder.
You just yelling for nothing now. Just listen. I got
Brother,
a question for you.
It was a simple concept. Okay. It was a simple question. The woman said no, and he said, all right, this ain't for me. He stepped away.
Okay, cool, nigga. But it's another way to look at it, bro.
But Eric, what I'm saying is this.
I need you to listen.
Hold on, and I'm going to listen. Hold on, and I'm going to listen. If she would have said, yeah, it was no harm, no foul. What was the problem? I want y'all to tell me what was the problem.
Because, Mike, look at this.
The problem is she's already doing it. So what made you think she can go back?
Brother, you can ask somebody to do anything, and if they decide to change, they can do it.
Mike, listen, if they would have left that place together, it would have been arguments about how she dressed.
This shit is stupid. I'm talking. Listen, y'all grown. So if a girl is dressed a certain way, and you say, "Hey, if we got together, would you be able to tone that down for me?" And she says no, and you said, "Okay, I'm gonna leave you as I came," and he move on. What is the problem?
Okay, hold on. I got a question for you. What if that woman has every quality, loyalty, respect, all these things you looking for in her, right? And then that's just the one thing she dressed like that because she feel like that's the best way her body looks in those clothes. And that's the one thing she said, I no. You gonna let her go because of that. And she ain't disloyal. She ain't gonna fuck with none of your friends. She ain't doing none of that shit. But that's the one thing.
So Eric, listen. If the man says, you know what, I want my woman to dress a little conservative, and I'm not willing to overlook that, and he says no, he can let her go. If he says, you know what, since you display all of these checklists, and I'm gonna overlook that, that's up to the individual. I'm asking you and Jamal, where is the foul of asking her to tone it down?
It ain't no foul, but
nigga, so what is Jamal talking about there? He should have been popped his balloon.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's wrong for asking that question. I'm saying as a man, he knew that beforehand, before he's the last person left.
Until he asked her.
That's the same route we went down, Jamal.
The way she looks.
We literally went down the same road.
He didn't know until he asked her the question.
He didn't have to though. If this one, if it was the look that he didn't like already,
man, are you niggas being for real, man?
This is how this turned into 3 years, Maul. I was just trying to give him some food for thought. Like, did it ever occur to you that if you saw her like that, then that's how she is? And
Eric,
why
we didn't already acknowledge that.
You might just let him have
Eric, We didn't already acknowledge that.
But he really doing the same thing
He
right now. It's
already
the
went.
same.
No,
He
he's
already had
not. I don't
Mike.
understand how y'all can't see this. Man, this shit is
Mike.
like, come on.
It's like-
Are
it's
y'all
like when-
reasonable or y'all not?
It's like what we
Let's
talked
land
about
this plane
earlier.
because this shit getting out of control.
You
Yeah,
can
but
sue
are you
somebody
reasonable
without-
or are you not?
Yeah.
Are you reasonable or are you not?
Are you reasonable?
Okay, we didn't already acknowledge what Eric said. Now I'm asking you, what's the harm in him pursuing her?
just said
And
it
then once she
wasn't
say
no
no, he
harm.
changes his mind.
But he
I
said it ain't no harm. He
wasn't
said it's
no
not no harm.
harm.
Though. It's no harm.
Okay,
in
so what the
I'm
point
saying
is? He should have popped the
then,
balloon.
Before it got to that, him himself as a man should know what he wanted. Not trying to already ask her to change, and you ain't went on the first date yet.
He said if we get serious, he asked her a question.
But it still wasn't what he wanted.
Brother,
'Cause you
have,
still gonna
have
change
you
her?
ever been on a
So we
date?
gonna-
Have you been
okay,
on a
so
date?
they can go on. They can go on.
Let me ask you a question. Have you been on a date?
Before they get serious? When she
Hold
supposed to
on,
turn
hold
it
on.
down?
Have you been on a date?
Is she supposed to turn it down when I date?
Brother,
when they
have
dating?
you been on
Or
a
in
date?
relationship?
Have you
He
been on
got
a
to
date?
see it. Mike, he's gonna have to see that progress
Yeah,
before
Eric,
he be like,
go
you
ahead,
my
go
girl,
ahead,
right?
because you niggas is showing me that you're unreasonable. You can't have a reasonable
Mike.
conversation because
Mike,
you
you
think a
gotta let-
motherfucker's
let
supposed to
let him
know
say
every
this. He ain't said a
goddamn
lot.
thing a person
He
is
ain't
supposed
said
to
a- he
know.
ain't said a lot.
That shit is
Let him
stupid what y'all saying.
Mike.
It's dumb on his face.
Mike.
It's
Mike.
dumb.
Yeah, because you know
What
where
the
I'm
fuck are
going
we
now.
talking about? Nigga,
You
that's
know where I'm
dumb.
going
You saying
now.
the nigga can't ask the girl that he attracted to, can you tone it down? He just
You keep-
supposed to know she's supposed to say no. He just supposed
And
to
if she
assume that
say
she gonna say
yeah, what's
no.
gonna happen?
If she
The
say
fuck
yeah,
is
what's
you
gonna
talking
happen?
about? What's the
If
saying?
she says
It
yeah,
says
what's
it
gonna
says
happen?
you miss 100% of
So,
the shots
so
that you don't take. The nigga took his
Okay, but
shot.
Mike,
She wasn't what he
before the
wanted, and
relationship
he popped the
starts,
balloon. It ain't no
before the
fucking harm in that.
relationship
And you niggas
starts,
trying to make this shit a long drawn out thing, and it's not long and drawn out.
Mike, you the one making this
Mike,
shit long and drawn out.
No,
I'm
you
be honest
are
with
because
you not
actually
respecting other people's take on it. You
listen,
don't. It don't
Eric. You actually
disrespect
showed
his
that
take.
you said it was a new age and time. Listen to what you said. I didn't say it.
I'm standing on it. You can't be coming with that old school ass game with today's
Brother,
going
this
on.
ain't no old school game. This is a man who got standards and know what the fuck he want, right?
Okay,
And
it's
you
cool to have
saying this
standards.
goofy shit, right?
It's cool
And
to
the
have
reason what
standards.
makes it goofy is, so if I see the girl and she's trying to catch, she in her I'm a catch outfit, and I don't know she really conservative, and I ask her and be like, are you really a conservative dresser? And she'd be like, yeah, I just do this and I'm trying to catch. And these people go on to have a great relationship. What you two niggas is saying, because I see her dressed when she's trying to catch like that, because she's trying to get the attention of the guys. She want a guy. And then when she get the attention of the guy, she like, nah. You met me like this and I'm going to stay there with. We saying that's fine. Just do it over there.
So she
We're
can't
not
just
trying to
happen to
change
dress
it.
like what you saying is she can't just happen to dress like that because she likes to dress that way.
Eric, if you want a certain type of look in a relationship and you meet the lady, because what you're saying is once you meet the lady how she was, you don't know if she's trying to catch or not. So as she says, I'm dressing like this because I'm trying to catch. And this is the perspective that you ain't getting. And then once she got your attention and you ask her, well, if we get in a relationship, would you be able to tone it down? And she says, yes, I was only dressing like this because I was single. And then these people can go on and they can have a life or whatever they choose to do. What you and Jamal is saying, the nigga should already know based on how she's dressing. He shouldn't even ask her. And that shit is stupid.
I tell you what's stupid though. At the end of the day,
You just said it was
and I
stupid
done
because of
told you
the
this a
dress like
thousand
that.
times.
Because she
She could
was
be
single. Duh, that's the whole point. They're single. Why are you
even if she
dressed
put
like
a veil
that?
on, if she put a nun outfit on, she still could be fucking the goddamn pastor.
Jamal,
So it don't
you
even
have
matter
no
about none
clue
of that
right
shit.
now
Because
what
there
you're
ain't no
talking about.
excuse because I'm single. Get the fuck out of here. Of course you is. Look at
Right.
you.
Right. Now, what's
If
the
that's gonna be
point?
the one thing that make you
Now, right. What's the point after that?
Do you approach them girls that's revealing stuff there? Unless you got
So
one thing
when
on. When a woman
listen,
revealing
let's
herself
stick to
out
the
in the
point.
club or
You
at a
said, of
bar,
course, they're single. And I asked you,
okay,
what
are
goes
you approaching
after
them?
that?
Are you approaching them?
If
Unless
I
you
want
got one
to,
thing in mind.
if I want to,
And what's in your mind?
it depends on how I view them.
nigga don't start lying. You know what's in your mind when you see that woman dressed
No.
like that.
It depends on how I view them. Just
I'm
because
talking
Man,
I
about
you
your
see
see that
one
first
girl
girl
dressed
dressed like
like
mind.
that, you
this,
think
Your first
yeah,
mind,
just
not
because I
answer
see one
hello
girl dressed like
before
this and another
you
girl
go
dressed
there.
like this, don't mean I want the same thing from them. Like, what are y'all talking about?
you need to stop it right now. Now this is the
No,
point
Yeah.
where I'm gonna tell
y'all
you.
need to stop
You
it.
need to
So
Yeah.
y'all
stop it.
see all
You
women who
just said
dress
everything
revealing,
we
and
dumb
y'all
and
see the
white women
same
and all
thing
this
in
shit.
all of them.
Stop it, brother.
Eric,
You
do
see that
you
woman
see the
dressed
woman
like
who's
that?
dressed revealing and want the same thing from all of them?
You see that woman dressed like that?
I asked you a question. I didn't ask you that. If you see a woman who's dressed revealed, do you want the same thing from all of them?
Nigga, if I'm attracted to her, I gotta be that technical with you. If I'm attracted
I'm
to her,
asking you a question. Yes or fucking no.
when I see that's what's on my mind. Yes.
Okay, so
Duh.
you only want one thing from a woman
That
who's
I ain't
dressed
saying
like
that's
that.
all I want, but that's the first thing on my
So
mind,
I didn't
sir,
ask you was it
and
the first
yours.
thing. I
And
said,
yours.
is that all you wanted? I didn't
I'm saying
ask you
that's the
was it the
first
first thing.
thing. It might turn into
Eric,
something
I
else.
didn't ask you was it the first thing. I asked you was it all you wanted?
Man, let's end this shit. This shit we going in circles, bro. This shit getting crazy now. We going in
Yeah.
circles,
Because
man.
it's only getting
You,
crazy because you know that ain't all you
you
want.
can't beat me
You
at
don't
this
approach
debate,
the
bro.
same. You don't approach every girl with the same thing in mind. Do you? Yes or no?
No. But
Okay, and you proved my fucking point.
if she
Thank
dressed
you.
in
We can end
rebellion,
it now because you proved my fucking point. It just
no,
don't
no,
make
no.
no sense
I'm
that
just
y'all get
really,
on
I'm
here
just really
and y'all
tired of
sit
going
up
back
here
and forth
talking
with you
about
about
he's
it.
supposed to know that she ain't supposed to want to change her dress. How you not gonna know if he don't ask her?
Hey, how you know she ain't a good girl just because of how she dressed?
No, how you know until he asked her?
But how you know she's not a good girl by how she dressed?
Brother, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm asking you.
So you about to throw her away, and she might have been the one, but you throwing her away just because she dressed a certain
Because
way.
he didn't want her to dress like that. And if
All
you
right.
ain't Eric, so you just told Jen you got to go by the man program. So if you
Yeah,
going by the man program,
yeah, but
nah, because this is where
don't have a
this is where
dumbass
hypocrisy
unreasonable
begins.
program as a man.
Hold
Don't
on,
have
this
an
is where
unreasonable
hypocrisy
program.
begins. You just said you want the woman to go off the man's program,
I
and then if
did.
that's part of his program, why is she not getting on this program?
Yeah. Okay, we talking about dressing today, but I'm just saying for in general, don't have a dumbass, unreasonable, unrealistic program either. Now that's what I'm saying.
That's not an unrealistic
Like
program
Jen
for a
said
woman
something
to
to you.
tone her
I didn't.
dress down
You
is
wasn't. I don't know if you
unreasonable.
heard it. The style
Eric,
is different now.
hold on,
Women are
hold on,
dressing more
hold on.
revealing.
So it's unreasonable for a man to tell a woman to tone her dress down. It's
No.
unreasonable,
I'm not saying that, Mike. I think you know what I'm saying, and you just trying to you.
brother.
I
I'm
don't want to
going
keep
off
getting
what
in.
you said. You said don't have a bunch. How is that unreasonable? If you saying that's unreasonable, then you don't think it's unreasonable.
Hey, is you gonna go up into the Muslims trying to turn them Christian?
If you know, Eric, that happens sometimes.
Come
Two
on.
people meet, they meet at an
Are
event.
you gonna join the
Hold
Crips
on.
trying to make them Bloods?
Some people do that, Eric. Some people do it.
That's
And you
all I'm
seen it
saying.
done.
That's all I'm saying.
And you seen it done.
And you right too, because it can happen. But this is all
And
I'm
you seen
saying.
it done.
But the odds. That's
So
all
if
I'm trying to get you to see.
you
That's all
brought
he's
up
trying to get
Bloods
you to
and
see
Crips.
too. You got a problem with how he worded. You may have a problem with how I worded. Maul saying the same thing. The odds are if you see the bitch and she dressed like this, nigga, this is how she is. This is how she get
Okay,
down.
Eric. See, listen, let me show you how reasonable I am. I acknowledge that. I said, what is wrong with the man pairing with the girl, matching with her, going on a date, and they talking, and then she said, "Oh, well, no, I ain't willing to do that." And he said, "Okay, this is as far as we can go." Jamal said he should have already knew that by how she's dressed, and then you just said, "So she's automatically a bad person by how he dressed." How he gonna know if he don't ask?
Yeah, but he's standing on it over one thing. And that's
Eric,
cool.
and he stood
That's
on it.
cool
That's that
too.
man's right to do
But
it.
that's cool too. But you said this, Mike. She missed out on him just because she didn't want to change that one thing. What about that? Could have been a bad motherfucker he had if he would have just compromised a little bit with that one thing. I'm cool either way. You don't want to compromise, I respect that too.
Okay,
Cool.
so Eric, listen to what I'm saying. So if you saying he fumbled her and she got everything and she wasn't willing to what's the name, so why wasn't she emotional and mature and say, "Yeah, I'll tone it down"? He didn't ask her to change her style. He said, "Could you tone it down?" He didn't say,
Uh,
I don't want you with no style." He said, "Could you tone it down?"
hey, Mike. I got a question for you. Let's say well, no, that ain't gonna work. Sorry, know where you gonna go. I ain't even gonna do that one.
You don't know what I'm gonna go.
No, I'm just saying if let's just say you're a rapper, right? And you know how to rap. What if your woman asks you like some of your lyrics is offensive to me? Like you in a marriage now. You know, we married now, and your lyrics about how you fucking hoes and leaving them and doing all this, and that's offensive to me.
Eric, I would tell her to be quiet
Can
and
you
watch
tone
him.
that down?
Hold on. I would tell her to be quiet because that's entertainment.
Okay.
Music is
But she said,
entertainment.
but you do understand that both other people's feelings and it's do matter in a relationship.
Eric, that's
A man
but you
supposed to lead.
you brought up the scenario of entertainment versus a man saying, "Listen, you might be the best woman for me, but you're not even willing to tone down your dress."
Okay, so what if she say that's entertainment, baby? I'm a stripper.
Eric, we know dressing ain't entertainment. It's a representation of
This part of my brand.
That's his woman.
This part of my
It's
brand. I'm an
nonsense.
Instagram.
Man,
She's an Instagram model.
I'll leave
She's
y'all
an
as I
Instagram
can.
model.
We say it in the Arabic language.
Yeah, get out of here when that kitchen get hot. Assalamu
No, the
alaikum.
kitchen ain't getting hot. I'm just telling you that's a woman. How a woman dresses is she is a representation of you. That's
Okay,
not
the way you
entertainment,
say, the way you
nigga.
speaking on them rap songs is a repetition.
But
of her,
that ain't no.
representation
That's
of her.
entertainment, Eric.
That's how she feel.
But that's entertainment.
Okay,
Eric.
her Instagram posting of how
But
she
that's
dresses.
entertainment.
That's her
Eric.
brand. That's how she get down.
Eric, that's entertainment.
All right, brother. Love and
Okay.
respect, man.
Yeah, you don't know the difference between entertainment and representation?
Yeah, I do. You
Okay,
don't know.
then what's the problem?
All right, man. I'll get you later on. You ain't gonna never win that.
You know these things is recorded, right? You know they recorded.
We can go back and see that you cooked yourself.
No, see that you cooked yourself.
Let the fans
Because
drop it in the comments. Or the people that's watching. If you,
Hey,
a lot of people
drop it
watching,
in the
but y'all ain't
comments.
comment. Y'all ain't
Tell
saying nothing.
Jamal that he cooked himself. Tell Eric that he cooked himself.
Jamal
These
ain't
niggas
cooked
put their
himself.
own self in the
He asked
slow
you a legitimate question.
What? What's the legitimate question that he asked?
He's like, why pretty much why he ain't peep game? Why he wait till that long? Why he just wait till the end to see that?
Because
he
Eric,
see that off rip.
Eric, and I asked him, what if to answer that question, why didn't he peep game? I said, what if the guy go up to her and be like, hey, I see that you dress revealing and all, and she'd be like, I only do this because I'm single. I'm trying to catch the attention of a man.
I don't want that then. I'm not approaching that if I can see that. I'm not approaching something that want attention from a man.
Oh, you know,
she's a woman. She's a woman. She's a woman.
Duh, I know that.
Boy, this reminds
so
me
women want the attention of men.
Yeah, then some get the wrong attention, don't they?
Brother, we're not talking about what's now. We're just talking about nature. Women want the attention of men unless they got something wrong with their goddamn head and they want the attention of a woman. And a man wants the attention of a woman unless he got something wrong in his goddamn head and he wants the attention of something else. All I'm telling you is if she's single and she wants a man and she dressed more revealing than she would when she's in a relationship, it's because she wants a man. That don't mean that this is her personality, like Eric said, and I agree with that part of what Eric said. And just like you, I agree with what you said to a certain extent. But you saying a man can't reasonably approach that girl, go on a date, have a conversation with her, see what she's willing or won't do. Y'all saying we should already know.
Nobody ever said that, Mike. That's what,
brother, y'all said. Hold on, it did come out your mouth. And if you watch this back, you'll see where it came out. Brother, you said he was supposed to already know it.
That's not saying he didn't say he can't ask. He never said that the man can't ask.
So he said, why didn't he already pop his balloon?
But that's not saying he can't ask later.
Eric, I said the brother didn't pop it.
I'm just saying
I said the brother didn't pop it. Brother,
this is not
I said the brother didn't pop his balloon because he liked the young lady was an attractive young lady. She knew how to dress. So his only concern was, if I got into a relationship with you, would you be able to tone it down? She gave him her answer. Then he said, well, here, pop the balloon.
But what all Jamal did was give you his perspective on the situation. He like, man, why he didn't see that off the rip? Ain't nothing wrong with him saying that. And that's not saying that the nigga can't ask that later. That's not saying that.
So if you saying how he didn't know it off the rip, and I just gave you a scenario that both of y'all niggas agree with.
But okay, Mike, before we got on there, you saying what niggas, you putting words in niggas' mouth. Untrue.
Okay, you say I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm gonna ask y'all both again. If he liked what he seen with the girl, you saying he should have already peeped game and not went up and asked her the question, right?
No, he didn't say that.
I'm asking you.
He said why he didn't notice. If that's his turn off.
That's a question.
Mike, listen for a second. You talking a lot.
You not pretty much. I want you to change your look. It's a turn off for me.
No, he didn't say it was a turn off, Jamal.
That's the thing that made him pop the balloon.
Brother, that's not a turn. What he said was this. I don't understand how you niggas ain't getting this. This shit is amazing me. When y'all can't get the simple shit. This shit is so easy. Jamal, he said he liked the young lady. He liked what he seen. He said, if we get into a relationship, would you tone it down in a relationship?
So therefore, it must be a turnoff.
He didn't tell her she couldn't dress like that. He said, if we get into a relationship.
Okay, Mike.
Dude,
And she
I hear
said no, right?
everything.
She said no.
He still
She said
don't
no.
like it, dude.
And then Eric, he said, okay, well, this ain't going because he's at Papa the Balloon. He's looking for a relationship.
That is his fucking. He didn't like that, evidently enough. That was, if that's what he didn't like, if that was his fucking. I'm going after that. That's why Maul is saying, nigga, you seen this from the jump. You should have asked that.
He's
Maybe you
on
should have
there.
asked that question first.
Eric, she's looking
Maybe you should
for.
have asked that question
Eric,
first.
what is Pop the Balloon for? They're both looking for what?
I don't really watch that shit. I don't know.
Okay, but what are they looking for?
Man, I don't watch it, nigga. I don't know.
Okay, they're looking for a relationship.
Oh, okay. That's
And when
news
it
to me.
And also when it
They're
comes to
not looking
women,
to hook up
they
and do no
style-
one night
they
stand.
style-
They're looking for a
they
relationship.
style and how they dress is their personality.
In all fairness, Mike, it ain't wrong for him to ask that question. It's not even wrong for that being his deal breaker. Maybe he should have asked that first, Maul. Maybe he should have just came out with that
Okay,
first.
so let me ask you this, Eric. Yeah. So if you let's just say you meet a young lady, she's pretty, she got everything you want. You find out she got 3 kids from 3 baby daddies. Why don't you just overlook that? She got everything you want.
3 kids from 3 baby daddies. Have I done that? I've done it before, Mike.
Okay,
And it failed horrible. That's
Okay,
why
so-
I'm not doing it again.
Hold on,
I know the ins and outs. It
Hold
failed.
on.
I've tried it.
So if a lady got, because we talked about this in the show. What if she got 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies? Why don't you just overlook it?
Mike, we talking about me now.
Brother, why don't you just overlook it? Just answer that
Because
question.
nigga, I don't want to overlook it. I know the problems that come with it.
Okay. So he don't want to overlook it. He knows the problems that come with it.
I
and you're
understand
asking
that.
a dumb question.
Mike, you keep trying to be right, nigga. And
Yes,
I never
he is.
disagree with it. That's been his deal breaker. If that's his deal breaker,
I think,
cool.
Right. What you're not understanding, both of what we're saying is right. I don't think what I'm
No,
saying
it's
is
not.
wrong. I don't think
You
what
trying to be
saying is
right.
wrong.
No, it's
But
not.
You're arguing with us
No, it's not.
about him not having
No, it's
discernment of
not.
his mind that this is not what I want.
He might get into
No,
some
it's not.
competitive mode and he want to
He
cook
should've cut the
something.
balloon
No,
when he
I'm
first
not
saw
trying to
her.
cook
He
nothing.
was
I'm
the cut the
asking
balloon
you
when they first
niggas why
walked
you
out.
can't
And
even
you're not
approach her.
accepting of Jeff. I don't
You
like how you
said
dress.
you
I don't
said
like-
Jamal said he should have already peeped game, and I said, what was he like? What he seen with this young lady? He just asked the question. What if her answer would have been yes? He wouldn't have never known it if he
Well,
just
nigga,
would have
it
did what
wasn't
y'all
yes.
said.
It wasn't yes. So how about
Huh?
that? It was her answer wasn't
Eric,
yes.
we got that. That's a truism. That's another shit that you like to deal with.
You keep
like
coming
to
with
deal
the
with the
truism and
truism.
all that shit.
We understand that.
Well,
But what
stop
if it
acting like
wasn't?
it's stop acting like this shit.
What
I'm
if it
saying
wasn't?
It was though. She said she ain't changed.
Okay, Eric, and it was a what to him?
A deal breaker.
Okay, so that was a deal breaker from him. He wouldn't have known that if he wouldn't have matched with her and asked her.
Okay, but maybe he should have just led with that question. If that was gonna be the thing to make it be his deal breaker.
Well, say
maybe he
that,
should've
and then
led-
I
he
can
should've-
say, oh yeah, maybe he should have asked that before he matched with her. Yeah, then I can
That's
say
all
that.
I'm saying.
Mike,
That's all
All
I'm
he
saying.
had to do, but you saying he can't ask
Okay,
her.
Mike. If
Y'all
he popped
saying
his
the nigga
balloon,
couldn't
Mike,
ask.
Nobody ever said he
Mike.
can't ask her.
Y'all niggas
Mike,
said she couldn't
listen.
ask.
Nobody
Listen.
said that.
Y'all said
When
we
she
supposed to
walked
peep the
out-
game already.
Mike, if she walked out and he didn't like how she dressed and he popped the balloon, there's something wrong with that.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Since we supposed to be
No, that's
peeping
all I'm
game.
asking you. That's all. You ain't
And this is where people get in trouble at. This is where people get in trouble at. It's
Is there
late
something
night.
wrong with that?
Hold on. It's late night. The young lady, she been vibing with you. She said, "Okay, I'll come back to your place." Right? Right? Are we just supposed to assume that she's doing, or do you get the consent?
You gotta get consent, but I am supposed to assume you coming up here late
Okay,
night.
Eric. It's a reasonable amount of assumption that you can have, but you still want the consent. All I'm telling you is the man liked what he seen, and he said, okay, maybe he should have did it the way that you said, Eric. I'm being reasonable. Maybe he should have did that before he matched with her. He was like, okay, so let's just say he matched with her and they go out on a date and he asked her. You saying he should have already peeped the game and should have known this from the jump. And I'm saying what's wrong with liking what he sees. He gets in the conversation. He get her information, contact information. They go out on a date. He asks her the question, and she says, "Oh no, I wouldn't be willing to change that." And he's like, "Okay, well, this is where we leave. This is where I leave you." What's wrong with that? People who go out on dates, y'all act like it's 100% success rate that these people gonna get together and they gonna be with each other. No, when you go on a date, you're learning somebody.
Okay, and once again, if somebody came out and they didn't like how they was dressed, and they popped their balloon, are they wrong for that?
No, that's what they want to do. They can do it.
Okay, so that's all I'm saying.
You
He
said
coulda
he
did
should
it
already
then.
peep the game.
Yes,
When
and
he
there's
said
no,
it, ain't nothing wrong with him saying peep the game. Peep the game and ask her that
You
question
just
out the
said
gate.
if
That way
he
you
did
don't.
put the game,
Eric,
it was
and I
nothing
said
wrong
if
with
he
it.
do it, that's to be the ideal way of what you just said. Y'all saying
So
just
if
because
he
she
did
dressed
peep
like that,
game
Peeping
and
the
pop
nigga
the
game ain't
don't
saying
need
you
to
balloon,
be
shouldn't ask her
so
attracted
that
if
to
he
though.
her.
did peep
But
game and pop
hold
the
on,
balloon, there's
y'all
nothing
saying
wrong
just
with it.
because she dressed like that, he ain't supposed to be attracted to her, and then
Oh
he's
my
a
goodness,
man. It's
Mike,
nonsense.
No.
Mike,
Listen, Mike. I'm not saying
just say
attracted.
yes.
Don't look to
Just say
wife a
yes.
bitch that, Mike. That's all I'm saying. If you see her and she dressed like that, okay, I want to knock her down. But I'm not thinking long-term relationship with her right off the rip.
So Eric, what if he's thinking long-term relationship? He likes that the lady is a beautiful young lady. He sees that she got some style and she can dress, and all he said is, Hey, if me and you was to hook up, do you think that you can tone that down? You saying he can't even? You saying he don't even have the
I ain't
right
saying
to
he can't. I
ask?
said
Because
I'm
this is what. Listen to what I'm saying.
Mike,
Y'all saying he
nobody's
don't
saying
have the
that.
right to ask
But
it
there's
because
nothing
she's
wrong if you
already
didn't
dressed
like.
like that.
I
We're
never
not saying
said
he's
that. I
wrong,
said
Mike.
niggas
But
should, Mike.
also, there's nothing
Keyword.
wrong. It's nothing wrong if he seen that in the first place and popped his balloon. And you know that. If he looked at her like, I don't like how she dressed, and popped the balloon, nothing wrong with that. Right?
So the question I've been asking you niggas for 30 minutes is, what the hell is wrong with him being attracted to the woman, asking her if she's willing to change? As he say no, he said, I'm
Mike,
moving on.
we keep telling you
How about
nothing
this?
is wrong. But what is
Nothing's
wrong
wrong
if
with
he
that.
popped the
Nothing's
balloon
wrong with that.
first while she dressed?
So you,
What's wrong with that?
this is what I'm saying. Y'all put yourself in
Mike,
the box by saying
what
he
is
I
should have
told you
wrong
you're
if
trying
he
to
already
give
popped
him.
just
known.
because he don't like what she got on?
We
What's
just
wrong with
simply
that?
trying to give motherfuckers some game, bro. Stop looking for a certain thing in somebody else.
Eric,
If you want
Eric,
girls that dress up and it's gonna be that
Eric,
much of a
and
deal
I
for you,
acknowledge that, brother. I
then
acknowledge
why
that.
that can't be that? That's not
Eric,
saying
I
you can't.
acknowledge that. But you acting like just because a woman is dressed like that, and let's just say they have a conversation, right? And initially she's not willing to change, and then she thinks about it and be like, well, I got to come up under this man's stewardship. So our next conversation, if I have another conversation with this man, I'm going to tell him, yeah, I would be willing to do it. You're saying since she already dresses like that, hey, man, you can't approach her. Why are you attracted to her? She
Never
already
said that.
dresses like this.
Never fucking said that.
You did say this.
You gotta quote me right, bro. That's where you lose.
Eric, that's what you
That's
said,
where you
brother.
keep losing that because you keep trying to make this shit into something that it's not. And you've been doing it for like damn near 4 years now.
Eric,
I tried to tell you I was just
Eric,
giving you some game.
Eric,
You sound
Eric,
you sound
Eric,
politically
Eric.
correct. You sound nigga being politically correct.
You
And
are
I just
but you were.
no, it
If you
was
like a young lady and you get to meet a young lady and you met the young lady and she was dressing revealing and you was like, damn, I've been kicking it with you for let's just say 6 months. You've been kicking it with Shorty for 6 months, and let's just say, damn, man, and you just talking to her like you normally would, and you say, hey, if me and you got into a relationship, would you tone some of this shit down? And she say no, then you know not to get in a relationship with her.
what I
We're
was trying
not
to get
saying
you
you
to
can't
what I
have,
was
hey, Eric, nobody said you can't have Shorty in the Rolodex and you just smash. And the only thing you want to do is smash. Nobody's saying that. You're saying the nigga, if he don't like it, he can't even approach her. That's what y'all said. And you can go back and watch this. And then once y'all figure that out, what I've been saying this whole time, y'all be like, oh, okay, Mike, we got it. And yeah, we get what you were saying now. And we coming over to your side. Come over to my side
Dude,
later. We can end it though.
we both
Peace.
right. We both right.
No, we're not.
You want to be right by yourself, and it's never going to
Like you
happen.
got on purpose.
Eric, the problem,
So
this is the problem, that y'all think y'all right and you're wrong.
All right,
okay. So
You're
it's done for a
wrong.
man to be like,
I'm even okay with you
all right,
saying I'm wrong. I'm okay with that
But
because I
you're
know I'm not.
wrong.
Because I know I'm
okay,
not.
You are.
Every
Eric,
time you do this,
you know,
you make yourself look even more crazy trying to go against me with this because
Eric,
you
when
just
I ask
beating a
reasonable
dead
people,
horse.
when I ask reasonable people, they be like,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
you manipulate the shit when you talking to
Eric,
them.
I'm
I
not
know how you do.
manipulating nothing. You said
You
a
can't get
girl
it off in
dresses
front of me.
revealing. If a girl dresses revealing, you saying a nigga ain't supposed to be even attracted to her.
I
That's
ain't say no dumb
nonsense.
shit like that, nigga. I said it's levels to attraction. I had a whole house full over here, and they all was telling you the shit I was telling you. And you still ain't trying to go. You still ain't trying to fucking hear it.
Eric,
God damn.
Eric,
It's just
Eric,
one
listen
law.
to this.
Just
Listen
take
to
it.
this.
It's
Listen
just
to this.
one.
Hold on. You think you right because you
Yeah,
got the majority.
yeah.
You think you right because you got the majority. Having a majority don't make you right.
Actually, you're right. I agree with that, Mike. Having a majority don't even make me right.
So
You
okay, so
you
you
just
just
said you was right
hold
because
on,
of the niggas
hold
you
on.
asking. Did he
Hold
not,
on.
Maul? Maul, did he not just bring up people he
Hold
telling?
on. You just said you had the whole house saying what you saying. So you just told me, and I'm showing you the fallacy in your thinking. Just
No,
because
you
you
not.
got more people on your side in a house, don't mean you're correct.
Hey, Mike, just because them people you asked that you call reasonable people like you said, which is why I said what I said, just because you can manipulate them to see it your way, don't mean you right.
It's no manipulation. I asked them a situation, and they said the
However you
same
dress
thing.
it up to them, I know how you do, brother. I know what you
Okay,
gonna
so
do.
how did I do it? Tell me how I did it.
You went in there and you try to do exactly what you doing. Y'all saying that a man shouldn't ask or he can't ask it. Nobody said that. We just trying to give you a little
Eric,
game.
you just told me
Have a
on
nigga
this
use this.
stream, you said go to the mosque and get a girl that's already covered up. Like a
I
man
said maybe
can't
you should
be
think.
attracted to a woman that dresses like that.
I stand on that. If that's going to
That's
be your deal breaker,
nonsense.
if that's going to be your deal breaker, no,
It's
that's nonsense.
nonsense.
If that's going to be your deal breaker because the way a woman dressed, but you're attracted to the fucking woman that dresses like this, that's nonsense.
No, what's nonsense is you saying he can't even ask her. Would you tone this down if we get
I
together?
didn't say he can't ask her. I never said that. I'm never going to subscribe to
Eric,
that.
you just said it was nonsense.
I
I don't
didn't say he
understand how
can't
you
ask
don't
her
see
though.
what you
I didn't say he
said.
can't ask her. If you want to be a fool, go ahead. That's cool.
How you being a fool by asking her? The only dumb
Hey.
question is the question that not asked. And just like I
Hey,
told Jamal,
planting grape
you
seeds,
miss 100%
expecting
of the
oranges?
shots you don't take. The only dumb question is a dumb question you don't ask. And y'all saying just because he dressed like that, he can't even
Mike,
ask.
let me let you know something. It's a difference between being a leader and being a control freak too, brother. Understand that.
So how
It's
he
the
being
difference
a
between
control
being a
freak
leader.
and if he want this in his life?
It's
How
some
having a
niggas want to
standard for your life
control.
is being a control freak?
It's a difference between leading
Brother,
and control.
how is having a standard being a control freak?
Nigga, I didn't say that. That's another thing you doing. I didn't say having standards as being a control freak. That's something you said. You see how you just did that, Maul? That's how.
Because
That's
you
what
keep
do.
saying the same shit and
Hey,
nobody
that's what you
said
do
that.
when you go to people when you talking to other people. That's what you do.
Eric, you just said it over and over, and I said, how is a man having a standard a control freak? Go ahead, you said it.
I never come to that. I never said that.
Eric, you said it.
I said, Mike, I didn't say it.
You did. You just said it. This nigga just said there's a difference between having a standard and being a control freak. And I said, so a man shouldn't have standards?
You keep talking about like this. If that's your deal breaker,
this shit
nigga,
is crazy. How y'all think? It's crazy.
You just agree with me when I sat up there and told you the woman can be everything on your checklist. She could be everything, but that's just her one problem. And you talking about that's the nigga deal breaker. That's you got to deal with that.
Eric,
maybe you is a control freak. Maybe you just want to control some shit.
What I said was this. Let me tell you what I said was. I said if the man chooses to overlook that because the woman has everything else, I said fine, he can do that.
Okay,
but if the gentleman, hold on, if the gentleman says, you know what, I don't think I can, I'm saying that's fine. What you said was, this is what y'all saying. Y'all saying since she already dresses away, he don't even have the right because, oh, you have a standard. Why are you even attracted to her? Because he's attracted to her. And if he asks her and she said, yeah, what's the problem?
Boy, when you watch this back, you're going to see
Mike,
you just
what's
lie.
the problem?
Mike, this is first time meeting this girl, right?
What's the problem?
This is first time meeting this girl, right?
What's the problem?
This shit's crazy, man. I lost my train of thought. I was about to say.
Yeah, because it don't make sense. If it made sense, you would have never lost it. You always listen. You always lose the train of thought on the things that don't make sense.
You got to pass the mic sometime. Hold on, listen to this. Now, as for me,
nigga, if y'all watch this video, I've been quiet and sitting back and been quiet. Don't even say that shit. I've been sitting back and letting you niggas talk.
Don't interrupt. Okay. No, nigga, you interrupted every time we get to talk. And you yelling.
Watch it back and you'll see.
Why is he even asking that question? This is first time seeing her. Why is he even asking that question?
What should be the question she should be asking her, Jamal?
I didn't even need the most expensive plan.
Did he get how many kids when she graduated from?
What should be the questions he should ask her, Jamal?
I'm talking about pop the balloon. I know they ain't ask no questions. So what's some real questions?
Brother, we're talking about dating. What should be the questions he should ask her?
We talking about pop the balloon.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
generations that follow. Those are our people.
Hey, for me, I care more about not saying that too much provocative dressing won't be an issue for me, but I care more about the loyalty,
And
the
I got
respect, and how she
I got
treats.
your stance, and I got
Yeah.
that, and that's
Okay. I'm
fine. I
just
don't disagree with your stance. What I'm
so
saying is, what I disagree with is you saying a man, because initially when we had this, I said, Eric, what if he with Shorty for 2 years and he asked her to tone it down and he let her express herself for 2 years? You said, man, the same way you met him is you can't ask him to change because you
I ain't
met him
saying that
like
you
that.
can't ask me. You gotta
So,
kind of
then,
consider how
Eric,
you
I
met him
asked you
though.
this question, just like I asked the house this question. I said, can people evolve? I didn't say tell
Nobody
her.
said no.
Hold on, hold on. The house said no. I didn't say when y'all first getting. Listen, for this particular gentleman, right? For this particular gentleman on Pop the Balloon, but we're talking about dating in general. If Jamal can't follow that, uh on this gentleman in Pop the Balloon, he said, you know what, I'm gonna ask her this right now because I'm being intentional on who I date. I'm being intentional with my time. It's nothing wrong with that. The lady was a pretty young lady. He thought he could he thought oh, okay, she says this and this, and he's hearing her, and ideally it would have been perfect if he did what you said. But he waited, he said it, and it was a deal breaker. I'm asking y'all, what's the harm? Y'all saying he should have already peeped game and know she wasn't gonna change. How do
That's
he
not
know
saying
that? He
what's the
didn't
harm.
No,
That's
ask.
not saying
no.
it's
I'm
harm.
saying
So are you disagreeing if he did peep game that he's wrong for that?
Brother, I'm
it didn't even make
asking
it.
you,
It didn't.
how
It
does
didn't
he
even have to
know?
ask it.
It didn't have to
Brother,
get to
I'm
the point of
asking you,
Asking it was
how does he
possible.
know if he doesn't ask the
Mike, I
question?
understand that. But you can't sit and argue and say that if he did peep game and pop this balloon, something was wrong with him.
I didn't say that.
I just think it's kind of crazy that she had
That's
everything
all
and then
I'm asking you.
he
Brother,
got
If
to the
he
I'm
point.
popped this
saying what
balloon,
was wrong with him saying, let me ask
And
the
we're saying
question.
nothing.
We
nothing's
coming up
wrong
on
with
two
that.
hours, y'all. Almost 2 hours.
So
Yep.
what?
So thank you for saying there's nothing wrong with that. That's all we're saying. What if he did peep game, which he pretty much did because he didn't like it from the jump?
Jamal, if he didn't ask, how would he know?
Mike, but he didn't like it from the jump. When you don't
Brother,
like
if
something
he
from the
didn't,
jump,
I'm asking you
you ain't
this
gonna
question. I'm
highlight
not
it.
asking you that other shit you saying. If he didn't ask, how would he know?
Mike, I have no problem with the ass.
Brother, I didn't ask you that. If he didn't ask, how would he know?
Why you walk up to somebody, got to ask them something like that when
Brother,
you first
I
approach
didn't
them?
ask you that. I asked you,
I
if he
ain't
didn't
ask you that
ask, how
either.
would he
I
know?
ain't ask you that either.
Brother, if he didn't ask, how would he
Mike,
know?
nothing wrong with the ass.
Brother, I didn't. That ain't what I'm asking you. If he didn't ask, how would he know?
We going in circles, y'all.
No, it
We
ain't going in
really is.
circles.
We
You don't want to
really
refuse
is.
to answer the question.
We
Eric, and let me
really
ask
is.
you then. If he didn't ask, Eric, how would he know?
I don't know about that. I don't see nothing wrong with him even asking, Mike. I don't.
Okay, so he's seen a young lady,
Okay,
and
so
this is
Mike.
all my point is being. He's seen a young lady who dresses in a way that Jamal says he clearly don't like. But listen, he's a man, he's attracted to her. She was a beautiful lady, right? So he said, hey, if we got together, would you tone that down? He didn't even say he didn't like to. He just said tone it down. Tone it down can mean a bunch of things. Hey, just don't have the titties all out. You can do or just don't have something all that. All he asked her was to tone it down. If he don't ask the question, he'll never know the answer. He said, you know what? I like her. Let me ask her. If she give me this answer, it's gonna be a deal breaker. But if she would have been like, oh, I can work on that. I definitely can work on that. They probably would have matched. And they probably would have what's the name. That's all I'm saying to you. I'm telling you, if he never asked the question, how do he know? It just don't make sense. If you saying he can't ask the question at all. All right, Eric, you can hit the button.
All right. Peace, brother. Next time, I'll cook your ass again.